Ah!
There we go. Cool. I didn't know where the speaking was happening at. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the session. I am your wonderful host. I managed to fix the issues where guests don't get shown on the screen if they are inside, so happy to see you in there, Bear. I noticed you. But I've managed to figure out a way to hide other Discord users in calls, so great. Hehehehe. So, go back to my pre-session, because I'm not supposed to be in session right now, actually. But, in regards, hello everybody. We have been a while, about a week, so hopefully everybody's doing fantastic. We've had a lot of updates in the StatBlockStories realm of things, taking on a couple of new projects as far as doing streams for it. And I was going to say to you guys as well, I will be changing the format of this sessions, so Runiseer, to match the other formats for the others. So basically following the solo leveling game and the two-piece game, using the same starting BRB and end stream and the hosting for where we keep the scenes and the chat and everything like that. That's going to all change the next session. So this is the last time we're going to have the pre-session screen, and the last time we're going to have the art panel in the beginning. We're going to change that too, and I'm going to try to find a way to have that be something that exists in the break time instead of just the beginning, since we don't spend a lot of time in the beginning part of our game anyways to see it all. So that's the expectation there. Throw that out there in case any of y'all want to help in that regard later on down the line, or help me do editing for that. But this will be the last time you see this format for Twitch streaming. So that's it. That's all I have as far as updates for you guys. And does anybody have anything for me before we can begin into session? Final thoughts?
What?
Alright.
Hope your day's going well.
You know, it's been going pretty good, actually. I had Zaxby's today, and that was nice. I don't know if anybody's a fan of Zaxby's,
Nice.
but
I'm a fan.
not a big fan of like chicken places, but Zaxby's seems to like understand my level of white. So
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not asking for like super Cajun peppery sometimes, and sometimes I'm not asking for like solely like really trashed down, like run down chicken place either. Sometimes I just want right in the middle. And that's Zaxby's. And the Mr. Beast meal? No, I didn't get the Mr. Beast meal there. I got the, what was it? The kickin' chicken, which is like the toast and then the chicken tenders in between. So that was it. Anyways, let's go to the actual game we're about to play of D&D. We're going to start off with something a little different. We're actually going to start off with a scene from Mimosa, and might be one of the last scenes potentially, so get your butts ready.
I'm dying.
Maybe.
What?
So, Mimosa, we're just going to go ahead and view over to you. Everybody else taking the back pain real quick. Mimosa, you exist somewhere in between realms right now. You've already have awoken in this world, and you are now proposed to the idea that you are not in the plane of existence you once were, given the cycle of what night appears to be stagnant. There's no like darker part of the day, no brighter part of the day, but everything feels different. The air you breathe is heavier, the fog is dense, and it almost feels as though you weren't even in a desert or something relative to the continent you once were on. The shadows and darkness around you feel antagonizing. You feel toyed with, you feel watched, you feel everything other than safe. And you've been wandering the Grimwild now for what feels like an hour or two, and you have yet to find any sense of where you may have came from, tracks, or anything of that nature. All you have is the voice in your head of a cackling hag laughing at your misery as you walk through the Grimwild. And you are alone. You kind of just wander aimlessly for a bit. You see like a shittering of like something moving in the distance, and you kind of like try to avoid it for a moment. The ichor from your eyes are still kind of dried from where your previous form once was, and you definitely can tell that time has passed since you have last seen your friends, and you start to wonder, how long it's been since you have seen them. Knowing that you woke up means that you rested in this plane, and not entirely sure of the time that's passed, you wonder where they might be, if they've reached out to you. It's complicated, and everything doesn't necessarily make its way to another plane of existence like it typically does. Mimosa, I need you to make a survival check with disadvantage.
Word up. Okay.
A place you're unfamiliar with, trying to find a way.
9.
The Grimwild is something you have never experienced before, and the hag misdirects you, making you believe falsely to go in certain directions, or even to lie to you on purpose, or tell you the truth on purpose to dissuade you from what's real and what's not. Anytime you fall into a pit of mud, you have to pull yourself up again. Anytime you find yourself engaging with a strange looking creature in front of you that scares you for a moment, like in a jump scare, it just dissipates into dust. It's all illusory, it's all fake, it's horrible. You miss your friends, and you find yourself getting deeper and deeper into the Grimwild, away from any type of scene of knowledge of where you've been through before. The hag whispers into your mind once again. Mimosa.
Shut up.
Come on, isn't it fun?
Said shut up.
With your friends out of the way, I can much easily get a sense of you, especially since you're in my domain now.
Just leave me alone.
Oh, but you wanted to talk to me, remember? Or is it hard to
Most will kind of rub his ears or his tapping his head.
Don't be a nitwit. You cannot escape me.
What do you want? What are you trying to gain out of this?
Do you find yourself saddened, upset?
Unless this is gonna lie. No, I feel fine.
That's right. This is all as it needs to be. And you kind of get this eerie feeling like someone has just whispered it into your ear. A turn of the head, there's nothing there other than just branches of some type of dark forest that now looms around you. It's dark, and your eyesight only kind of takes you another 30 feet every once in a while. Small little dim lights of glowing blue kind of guide your way sometimes in this path and trench. There is an eventual moment where you do see a sign of something. You see some type of shack in the distance, built in a horrible array, almost like a swampland marsh surrounds this hut in the center of nowhere. And it's the first sign of any type of construction you've seen for the last hour or two.
I'm also seeing a hut. Knowing a hag usually stays in a hut. But Mosa's gonna turn around and walk away in a different direction.
You turn around and walk away from it, The hut is the only thing in your mind for the next 2 hours as you continue to walk in a different direction. No other construction or building has been seen since that time. In your mind, you hear once again, "Don't get too tired." If only you
I'm
had
not
a
tired.
place to rest your weary eyes.
I'm not going to that hut, if that's what you're mentioning.
No. Who knows who you might find here?
Maybe you. Maybe I'll just knock your head clean off.
Wouldn't that be a sight to see? You having a good moment.
Be a sight to see you having a bad one.
Come now. I thought we were getting along.
Never have. No.
You'll come to me in a different tone one day. Maybe when you get tired and start to forget those... Who were they? I can't even remember their names.
Stop joking around.
Make a history check.
Oh. Okay. 13.
13. Father Cruz, Idris, Ymir, Velu, Carnelian. Those are like stapled into your head, your best friends. There was someone else though. It was like this Furbolg, kind of like Father Cruz. Or were they a elf?
Blinking, Mimosa's gonna like immediately like going through his bag and he's gonna find like anything to write on and just write their names and like who they mean to him.
Oh, the Feywild. A lovely place where your memories are stored forever. We'll hold on to them nice and safely for you in the Grimwild.
I'm not going to forget them.
It won't be up to you, foolish child. And then that's where
I
we're
don't
going
care what you
to-
say, I'm not going to forget them.
The frustration breaks through the Icarus like beast that's been untamed for 3 total days from your understanding. It starts to enrage and ensue as the dark and area around you of the Grimwild starts to like wicker out the lights around. It starts to become darker and darker. Your lantern that you hold with you close starts to waver in magic. And there's fear and panic that apprise to you. Mimosa, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Ah, yes. A wisdom saving throw. Yeah, I see the check. Give me a second. I'm scrolling. Wisdom save. I rolled a 9, but because I am mage slaying, I'm using my guarded mind. So, because I failed the wisdom, I can make myself succeed.
Exactly. With your Mage Slayer. There's a moment where like your hand digs into the soil as you're trying to write the names down, but like you like catch your neck twisting, the ichor dropping from your mouth like you're biting into your own teeth, the bleeding but turns into black, and you scratch onto the ground and like kind of resist the motion. It's like, "You insolent child, give it to me," and it's just screaming into your head. Like you feel like the ringing of your ears as you're fighting back against a force of a curse, and you succeed. And your eyes blink once more. "You'll give in eventually." And you feel the voice disappear.
I hate this place.
Dark. It's not even cold here. It's just dark.
I'm also just gonna keep wandering.
And that's what you do. And that's where we end on Mimosa's scene for a while as Mimosa tries to wander to the Grimwild in search for a means of escaping. We're going to return back to the group. The rest of you still in. Oh, I just lost everybody. What the heck? Oh, there you are. That was weird. The area of the city resides itself around you in Arlucia. We're gonna cut to the first day in Arlucia. There's a couple of things that you guys were already planning on doing for your time here, including a contract for going outside of the city potentially to go capture one of these creatures of the night. The first night appears to all of you, as described before, a glyph shooting up into the sky from the beacon surrounding the entirety of the main city of Arlucia in a hexagonal glyph, a terra shield that surrounds the entirety of the city in like this translucent arcane force. It is a magnificence of the nights that have passed you and a memory that exists to some of you plainly as day and some of you not as much. For being away from certain areas may cause other problems. But this is the first time all of you have been united together in this moment in the city of Arlucia. And this Terra Shield has been basically ignited for the first time as you guys stand within the confines of the city under protection. You've seen a lot of people who have entered into the city the days prior to seek out shelter for the 30 days to come. Some people don't even gather homes, they just wait outside of the walls, just right next to them, before the night falls and comes. Guards and sentries take place on the outskirts of the walls to make sure no one tries to escape without the means or necessary requirements. And you see that towers are set in place to see visual sights from outside of the Terra Shields, any light fixtures or sources, all making tracks of what happens beyond the glyphs. You guys all are on the first morning of the triple eclipse without Mimosa for the first time. What do you want to do?
Cornelius gonna get up and kind of like stretch around and like scratch his head. And then I guess he'll go over to where everyone is. Are we together? Are we...
I'd say for the sake of just being together, it's not that difficult for you guys to find one another in this place. You guys have found separate places to stay, but you guys always typically unite in the beginning of your day to figure out what's going on, just as you do as a group. So I'd say yes, all of you are combined minus X Mimosa.
Okay. Karn's gonna look towards the group then. So, I mean, I'm ready to head out. I don't know who's all joining me, but now's the time to go for whoever is, or if I'm just going alone.
I think me and Velu are probably gonna stay back, as it wouldn't be the best for us.
That's fine. I'm not forcing any of you to go, as a reminder.
Ooh! I'm gonna, you see Ymir rub his hands together as a silver glow comes from his palms. And then it's like a little static silver. Okay. Karin, come here. And, Idris, come here.
Huh?
Okay.
Come here. And he's gonna wrap his arms around you for a little group hug as he twin casts Death Ward for the both of you.
How long does that last?
8 hours.
Thank you.
No worries. All in a day's work or whatever.
I hope you don't expect anything back for that.
It's not how friendship works.
Never really had friends, if you couldn't tell.
No, I noticed.
Kind of like looks at the ground. So, I mean, are we ready? Or, I don't know.
You all got it. I gave you the shield. Use it. Don't die.
Yeah. Right now, use it or
No, use it when you need it.
okay.
Idris just takes
Well-
a moment to look at Father Cruz. What do you want to do?
I really don't think I should go, but I'll make sure that if things go wrong, we'll have an entrance into our Lucia.
Hmm.
You'll be fine.
If you want me to
That'll
go,
be
I can,
okay.
but
No, I'll go. It's fine.
You sure you want to go, Idris?
I mean, who else is going to be there to keep you in check?
I mean, I can handle myself clearly. Let's
It just kind
smile.
of, it just kind of like jabs him in the shoulder and like a cheeky grin. Yeah, of course. Keep me in check too, why don't you?
Alright. Well, Karn stands in front of everyone and waves. I guess.
He's
Baloo.
Goodbye.
Velu rushes over before you, Carneo, starts walking off. Stands right in front of you and salutes you. Good luck, soldier.
Karn will try to mimic it back, but it's like really bad.
Not like that. Here, let me help you. Push your arm up. There you go. There you
Yep.
go. And then put your palm out like this.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
there you go. And then put it at that orientation.
You
Okay.
oh,
Okay.
no.
You're gonna need it for when you go to the Kingdom of Genesis.
Karn will try it again all together, but it just doesn't line up.
Ah, okay.
Rather stiff, if you ask me.
I agree. But
It'll make
Good
you a
luck, guys.
soldier.
don't die,
just
guys.
stay safe, okay?
You got this.
And stay far away from them if you can.
Yep.
Mm.
I'm the
Sure.
scout.
It's not hard for you all to say goodbye to one another as you see the people who are going on to the mission walk away, and then the people who are staying behind kind of remain. The city is in a different aspect of the days of like winter that you guys already have experienced, mainly because you really don't see much of like the businesses being open as much. A lot of them usually are just being held as places for people to stay at this point, and these 3 days are kind of an observance, if you will. I've included a small little fan art, like generated AI of what an interpretation of like the world kind of seems like around Arlucia. It's very like niche in its regard, but literally it's just nighttime, a shield, and just the lights within the town and city. It's a very like awkward time because it almost feels as though you're being locked in, but you know the purpose is not to keep you in, it's to keep things out. And as you walk around the city, the vibe is very heavy and different. There's some fear in people's eyes. You can see that there's definitely conversation about people who weren't able to make it to the cities and where they are, and talking about how what their plans are for safety. It seems to be a once a cycle phenomenon, and no one has yet solved the answer of how to stop it nor why it is. Carnelian, you start pursuing your job. You know that you're supposed to meet Sir Jen near the blacksmith area, along with the rest of the group of whoever will be there. It's going to be yourself, and I believe that Father Cruz and Idris want to go with you as well.
Not Cruz, but just Idris.
Okay, just one. I didn't know if Father Cruz said they were going to.
I'm
Not.
gonna like stand there like when they leave, so
Okay.
that they can actually get back into our Lucia.
Okay, so you want to be around for them to be able to get back, just in case.
Yeah, I'm basically like right where the border ends.
Okay. And you see it, the same vision that everybody else who enters sees, just this hexagonal, like, arcane ward. And then the distance out is just darkness. It escapes your eyes after your original dark vision and perception. It seems like a nightmare to be out there. Not even stars in the sky, nor the planet of Pagoda Prime can you see. It is the darkest of many, many nights. Cornelian, you and Idris both start to approach. The blacksmith area looks to have gathered a few unfamiliar faces, maybe some people from out of the town. But you do see your contact, Sir Capo, and he currently stands by the blacksmith. His arms are kind of crossed. You see his weapon to his side. You also see like he has like a pack to his side, like a backpack of some kind on the ground. And he currently just seems to be like mentally like preparing himself, like almost like meditating across the wall. His eyes are closed, and he's just currently like doing this situation where he's like leaning and just waiting.
Carl will walk up with Idris. Hello.
He opens his eyes and sees you, a calm gesture of a nod. Good morning. And looks over to Idris. Ah, that's right. I apologize if I was rather forward last
No.
night.
No, don't worry about it.
I didn't realize that. Never mind. I'm surprised to see you want to join. And looks over at Cornelian.
You're surprised I want to join after hearing the reward?
No, I mean you had brought Idris of the Golden Skies with you. I did not realize that. How, as a capable warrior as yourself, how you two have met. It seems to be unbeknown to me.
Connections.
Just an interesting smile from the face. It's like, I've heard tales of things, but needless, it is just a formality. We're going to wait for the rest of our group, and we seem to expect an additional 10 members, so that is astounding. People have heard of your joining, and if they see points at Idris, you as well, perhaps we may get another band of group who may find the motivation.
Right. I'm here for support, really.
And that's what we need. Many supports, many fighters.
Are there many clerics around that you might be
Indeed,
joining
yes,
you?
we have a couple. A few, not just clerics alone, artificers of sorts as well, who carry around many different garb of potions of healing and other means
Oh,
to
good.
take care of one another. We don't come empty-handed. We understand the level of threats to this position. And he looks over
And
past you and sees somebody. He raises his eyebrows like, I'm so sorry. Please give me a moment. And he walks past you guys. I will return. You see he walked towards someone very swiftly. Cornelian.
it just whips her head around to look.
Idris and Cornelian, you see him walking up to Liam O'Connor, the person that you guys have not met yet, but the same vision of who was with Father Cruz and Mimosa during that night. Don't know if they had explained what had happened that night or not, but this is the same person. That's up to you guys if that was already discussed or not. But you see them walk up. You see this younger individual, and Sir Capo like stops and like kind of like gestures a hand out, a wrist to wrist grab and a shake, you know. And you see the guy looks up and he just points in a direction and points out towards the wall. There's a nod of understanding, and you see that he kind of like crosses his arms, and they're having like a conversation of some kind. You two are left to yourselves by the blacksmith.
And Carl just kind of like look over back towards his wrist. So,
What? Sorry. But did you say something?
alright, no. Nothing important.
Well, don't be like that.
Yeah, go ahead.
You remember that night, where Father Cruz and Father Cruz and Mimosa had that mysteriously stranger in the night? Remember
Not
that
really.
kind of- No. It just seems weird.
Was that like the same one or something?
Don't know. I don't know who they might have been talking about. I only know the name. Liam.
I have no idea what they look like or anything.
Neither do I.
As you kind of go, you do hear, "Thank you, Liam. I appreciate it." It's just like a immediate like knowledge of the thing. It's like,
Ears
Oh!
twitch.
I will walk over.
you hear
No, it just
and
follows.
You see Sir Kappa's about to turn around back to you, and before he's able to get there, you guys are already there. He's like, "Oh, greetings." And you guys like look past him and see Liam, who kind of like stares at you guys with a little bit of a dead stare, and just looks like he's about to be uninterested and walk away, but then just turns to be interested in the new faces.
Hello.
You are Liam.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet you.
You know Mimosa?
He just
And Father Cruz?
he just blinks his eyes. What do you want?
Yes or no question.
What do we want? Oh, we're just saying hello.
Oh,
Do you know
Wait.
Mimosa or not?
he like stares at you, Cornelia, and it's like, what, you got a contract out for him or something?
No.
Sure.
Karn takes out the potion and hands it to him. From Mimosa.
He just like glares his eyes at it. You're his delivery boy?
Oh.
Friend, but sure, whatever makes you happy.
Not making me happy. You're the one delivering it. He just grabs the potion.
If you don't want it, I'll take it.
I don't know, was it assigned to whatever your name is?
Karn walks away.
Weird.
Mm.
He just looks over at Cornelia and like walking past, it's like, looks up at Sir Capo and he just like shrugs his shoulders. It's like, he's a good fighter and he seems to be keen with his eyes. And Liam's like, good. Put him in the front. Looks over at Idris.
In the front. Hello. Idris just like holds a hand out. Idris the Golden Skies. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, yeah. I heard you were performing last night. Didn't get a chance to see it.
Oh. It was quite the festival. I wish you could have come. The festivities would have been very delightful for the spirits.
Puts a hand out to shake yours. It's firm, but it's not like a... You can definitely tell there's like a hidden strength behind the stature of this person. And they like shake your hand with a little bit of aggression. Not in a way that's like mean, just kind of pulling a little bit. They seem to be like in a zone.
You have quite the grip there.
Yep. It seems to be important for holding swords and weapons and all that.
That's a good point. Must be hard to disarm you, huh?
That's not necessarily something someone has ever done. And looks over at a couple of individuals who have also walked by, looks at you. Are you helping us today?
Yes, I was planning to.
Alright. And you're skilled with magic?
Idris just holds up her lyre. Incredibly so.
Your best position would be towards the back, but I'm not one to tell you what to do. Your friend over there seems
Sure.
to already have an idea what's to go on, so maybe you should just protect that person.
Is that what you recommend?
He just shrugs his shoulders. It's not my job to make sure you guys come back alive. It's just my job to make sure it goes well.
I have a question for you.
He looks...
Have you hunted these things before?
He like tilts his head. Yeah.
Like, you have. And have you successfully, like, captured one?
He like stares at you for a moment. Make a persuasion check.
If I could find my page, maybe I could do that. Oh my god, I hate it here. 9.
Stares at you. He kind of doesn't... He looks a little, like, insulted when you ask him. But, like, he also kind of looks at you and says, the amount of people it takes just to capture one is more than enough. And I've done my share of time trying to capture many and many of them. All of them have been captured. We just don't tend to keep them.
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
Just
I
shakes his
have never
head.
done this before, so I was just asking questions.
Don't worry about
My
it.
apologies.
It's fine. Just don't get attached to anything out there, alright?
Sure.
Good. And just like looks over at Sir Capo. Is like, just don't put them in bad positions this time. And just like walks away.
Idris looks down at Sir Capo.
He
Bad
looks around and say, it's every cycle it is a new endeavor, of course. And sometimes we believe better strategies than others, and Sir Liam, well, not Sir Liam, Mr. Liam.
I deal mainly in psychic damage, so place me wherever you need me to.
I would highly advise being able to put your skills of the mind towards the beasts at will. But if you do see someone in need, I will not hesitate to ask for your help.
I can do that.
He just nods his head, and for your friend Cornelian, he is a formidable worker. I know him to be a sightful eye. He would be in his best interest to be towards the front where he would be able to see the most. The first eye is the first one to allow us to have the advantage. It's not a threat from Liam to be in the fodder, if that's what the concern was. It is just the best chance we have.
Then let him stay in the front.
And he just nods. It's like, Liam has been on edge since being here in Arlusha. I do not know what has gotten to him over these last few nights.
He ran into a friend of ours recently, and I was informed that they were old friends, so that might be what's throwing him off in a sort.
He kind of like looks towards the direction of Cornelian, like where he's walked off to, and thinks to himself for a moment. Do not get twisted in the emotions of tonight. We need you both on your game.
Oh, don't fret. I'm on my game.
And just nods his head. He puts a kind arm to your shoulder and just gives a gentle nod. You see him return back to his things that have been set to the side, where I'm assuming Cornelian had walked off back towards, or anywhere else.
Yeah, Carl just went over to the big group of people, kind of like prepping.
You see a couple of strong individuals here. You see some other mercenaries that maybe you were familiar with from Volcom, maybe. And you start to try to like eye people out. Go ahead and just make a history check for me to see if you identify any familiar faces.
Okay.
People who've made their way here.
11.
11. No one of particular notice, unfortunately, Cornelian. It seems as though your head escapes you, for it's been a couple of phases. For anybody you'd remember from Volcom would also remember what you had done. So maybe it's the best to avoid those people.
I see.
It doesn't necessarily assist you in this time. However,
Put up.
Idris shows up next to you at this point. You see Sir Kappa, who also joins back in and just gives you guys both a nod and starts to ordain his gear as more people have arrived. If you both would be advised to stay near the gates, we will go ahead and start the brief on what is to come and your positions moving to the future of this. Some are calling it a raid. I don't call it a raid. It is a capture. It is a seize. It's a heist of kinds, but of the most daring. And he like looks at both of you, like clears his throat again. It's like it's a mission.
Head over toward Karn will like nod and start heading over towards there, staying in the back of everyone,
Yeah,
kind of keeping a
He
protective
he
eye.
stays behind while he's going through his pack and like going through items. Idris, he kind of looks at you and says, "You also, please."
Oh, of course. You know where to find me. It's not like I
Stares.
don't stick out like a sore thumb over here.
Well said, Idris. Just like looks at you and has a weird like. You know when a guy like looks at you and they're like kind of checking you out, but they're also like trying to be very respectful about the situation. He does that. He like kind of down ups you for
Yeah.
a second, and he's like gets back to like getting into his gear.
Yeah, Idris just like nods her head and she just follows Cornelia.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird thing, but it's also like, what did you expect? You guys eventually approach. Some time passes. Father Cruz, you're also here to listen to what the overall like brief is before they go out, because you're near the gate anyway. So you're also going to hear this as well as they announce this to everybody. So just as for sake of understanding where your position is. By the gate, you see that Liam has taken a space to walk near the front of the gate. You see Sir Kapajen, who's like a secondary, and you see a couple other individuals from the city of Arlucia. One of those individuals being the blacksmith themselves, the Lycan that you guys had met in the blacksmith, Richter. And you see he's currently in his human form, and his eyes look baggy and tired as he like kind of walks up. His hair kind of dripped over his face, humanoid, human, and he like walks also to be maybe like a third individual leading a different group. Capo like speaks out, says, "Citizens of Arlucia, travelers, mercenaries, all of you who have come to seek refuge in this time of the triple eclipse, gather, for our mission will begin shortly." And you see is like people whose attention have not been like completely turned, eventually do turn. Some people who still have little minor conversations. He speaks out once more. "Tonight, we will venture out into the darkness to seek to destroy and capture one of the hunt, bringing it back here and determining the cause of all this unjustness. The Divine no longer have a control over this land, and it is ours to control. Please, pay attention." And he like looks over towards Richter. Richter, the blacksmith, looks over. It's like, "Right, I'll be taking some of y'all with me. The ones who will be traveling with me are all some of the support arcanists, and any of you other arcane practitioners. We'll be setting in a perimeter around a location. There's an orb." And he like kind of like sees like a vision of like a minor illusion appear above you guys, almost like someone like a mage somewhere is controlling like a projector image to you guys above. You see like this small like orb and statue, similar to like a very small like Arcanian beacon. It's like very, very tiny. It says, "There's an orb placed out there in the Brocken Forest. We expect that it's going to be going off in the next hour or so. Once we approach and the light goes on, it will attract the hunt, and from there a trap will be sprung. Your objectives as the supports is to stay alert and make sure that our people who go on the inside and capture the beast are able to get out with it." He looks over towards the backseat, Sir Capo. "And for our hunters, our first in, first out, it is your job to capture onto the net and drag it across. It is all your job, is to grab and go, not to fight. That is not for yours." And then he looks over at the warrior people who are going to be like the frontline battlers. "For those who are there to guard and support those who are dragging the net of the hunt, you must maintain vigilance as the creatures of the night will attempt to save their kin. Be advised that they will try to drag you out away from the group. That is the strategic advantage of having the night around them. Do not be fooled. Any light that you see that is not from us is an enemy and will threaten your very existence." You see Liam kind of steps forward. "Don't drag behind. If you are left behind, we're not coming back for you. You are lost. Stay with someone else or die." And just that's all he says, and everybody's just kind of like, it goes really silent after that. His face, he kind of like flips his hair to the side. You see him draw his like his sword out. He like points into the direction of all of you with his like long like katana like sword towards the crowd. "And if any beast comes to slay you or I myself, put a sword between you and it. Do not fear it. Fear is what drives it to challenge you." And like that's all he says. Very anime. All of you guys are standing there. There's like still have a silence. Sir Capo like clears his throat and he says, "All right, for all of you, arcane support, anybody who drives to make a difference on the outskirts and the perimeter, please follow Richter to the outside." And Richter kind of puts his hand in the air and just walks towards a direction. This is the moment where Idris and Carnelian and you two would separate.
Karn will wave towards Idris and start getting into position. They want him in the front, right?
That's what Liam had said. You kind of walked away before Sir Capo explained anything, so you kind of just linger to figure out what group you kind of want to be a part of. Idris, you already have a kind of understanding where your best capability would be, but you keep an eye on Carnelian.
Yeah, Idris, as she's like walking away, she also like waves. And she like almost pauses to say something and she just kind of shrugs, like, he'll figure it out.
Yeah, you walk off. You see Richter has gathered like a group of many different mages, clerics, and other like outside supports. And you see there's also a couple of warriors around, kind of like bodyguards, almost for you guys to keep like 2 and 2 together. Idris, you're paired along with a couple of individuals. You see like a couple of soldiers who have been brought by. It's like each support has been given like a soldier, like kind of next to them of someone who of a melee type to basically guard your back. And you see you're just getting acquainted people. Some people are walking up to you and say, "Oh my gosh, you're Idris. You just played last night. How are you not exhausted?"
It takes a lot to get me out.
Wow, what a hero! Everybody, look at her. pointing in the direction. It's like, look at this stud.
Ah,
Getting fawned over by a group, and some people asking for autographs.
Idris is just very quietly signing something. It's just like,
Richter
Ow.
doesn't seem intrigued by any of this. He just kind of like blinks his eyes and just says, "If we're all quite finished, we can go ahead and start going."
oh, sorry.
And he kind of starts guiding you all away. Carnelian, you just linger behind. Liam steps forward. Yes, any of our melee combatants, anybody who's going to be taking the front lines to defend those who are going to be dragging the ropes, please go towards with Liam.
Cool.
You wait a moment, Carnelian. You see Sir Capo, who stands there, kind of looks at you, Carnelian, just nods his head, like in an affirmation of you doing the right thing. And the rest of
Smiles.
you, who are taking a perceptive eye to signal the cue, grab the ropes and pull. Those of you who are going to be protecting and signaling with me.
Karn waits
Yeah,
for a sign.
he just kind of like makes a nudge with his head, like his eyes, like that kind of like, Lee, come over here.
Karn walks over.
You got a group around you, some other individuals, but yeah, you're paired off with Sir Kapagen. You see Richter like has gone off with Idris, and you see that Liam has his own band of like some melee mercenaries of kinds, and he looks like they're giving individual briefs on their own. Father Cruz, you're closer to where Liam is, ironically, versus Idris and Carnelian. So if you want to overhear what Liam says to his people, you can.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Idris and Carnelian, you have your own little mini briefs, which are basically the same thing for the two of you. Idris, they tell you, hey, keep an eye out, hold an action for whenever you see somebody potentially going down to combat, of course, but realistically, any type of buffs you can grant to our outside protectors is what we were looking for. And also, do not conjure any light. That is the biggest thing that they tell you. Do not make any other light sources.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah, all the mages are told this. Do not, like, no fires, no radiance, nothing. Any light will make a problem for their capture. And it's at such a high, like return of telling you over and over again. You can make an insight check for me.
Who?
For Idris.
Sure. That's a 21.
There's some whispers from people, and Lyko seems to be very clear about no light, and he's saying it to the point where he's explaining details of what could happen if it went wrong, like it actually happened before. It kind of sounds like that might have been the mistake of last time, where someone had accidentally lit something when they weren't supposed to, and that had drawn the crowd and split the party and made it wrong. So you just kind of get this detail that light is a bad thing to, conjure up in this time. Like a big deal.
Yeah, kind of figured.
Yep, just throwing it out there, and you get punched that idea for the whole entire time of your briefing. Carnelian, for yours, they strictly tell you that your party with your sight is able to walk through in the front of the darkness and identify and find the orb in the middle of the night. Your main objective is when it's identified, you're supposed to give off the signal for when it is lit, and for when creatures start to arrive, to use your range to pursue them at a distance. And then when they arrive to a close proximity, the melee combatants will start making their efforts in defending themselves against it while they drag the body to a safer location.
Okay, what is the signal that is said to be done?
Some people look into the direction of messages, like some people have a casting of messaging, some rangers who have some certain spells. For you, Carnelian, they actually grant you a little bit of an item that you grab onto it. It looks to be some type of sending stone.
Okay.
You grab onto that, and that apparently it sends a message directly to Sir Capo, who will then proceed to give the rest of the execution order to Liam's group. So, yeah, your objective is just to
Okay.
make like the note about it. Your biggest piece of
See it and alert.
Your biggest piece of advice is stealth. Being
Got
stealthy and being perceptive. And if you are revealed from your stealth or you are identified, do not make noise as much as you can. Noise will draw the attention of things that are unwanted and then put things at a disadvantage. Your best goal would be to potentially, and this is a warning from Sir Capo, and it doesn't seem necessarily fully truthful, is fighting on your own is a death wish. So get close to one another if you feel as though you were in danger. You have better chances in bigger numbers.
Got it.
That's it. That's all they tell you. No real insights there. You can already see his nerves kind of like getting the best of him. But as the people in the front, your job in the beginning is to separate out and search. So you may be on your own for a short amount of time before returning back to the group once the beacon is set. So you have one of the scarier jobs. Father Cruz, you peer in and listen. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. Just and then I'm giving myself guidance, but I don't know why I didn't roll. Jesus. 15.
You listen. Look, just stay out of my way. Once we get in there and find that creature, we're going to make sure they can never live again. All the other ones, looks at all of them. Just don't get in the way. Protect the ones trying to drag the ropes. But do not get in my way. That's the last time I'll say it. Again, looks at all the rest of them. Some of the melee people who seem kind of laughing about it in a way towards him. And he like kind of looks like frustrated about this and says, I will not have any of you ruin my chances of capturing one of these creatures. It's my only chance to find out the one that actually made the mistakes of the past. And he kind of looks directly towards one of the people and just says, I mean it. I'm not going to let it be a mistake that I make again. And kind of stares downwards. He does catch an eye to you, Father Cruz, who's listening in, since you're not really stealthing. He just like looks at you. He doesn't say anything. And then he like turns to you all. Come on, we gotta make positions first. Right next to the supports. He turns around, and the rest of the group, who kind of like looks around, is like, oh shit, and just walks past. You see Liam looks very, very focused, but also sad. Like a glooming misery on his face.
Cruz is just gonna like kind of like look at Liam and the guy. Or just look down at the ground.
You can definitely tell emotions are getting the better of this person right now. Whether you don't even know if they're thinking straight or not. I guess you can make an insight if you like, but
Yeah, I am, because he's not thinking straight. Where should it go? Seven.
I mean, he's grown up since the last time you known him. He looks like a formidable warrior. He looks able to take care of himself. He just seems to be really into this moment.
He's just gonna like go up to him.
He's walking away, and you kind of catch up. He already acknowledges you approach. Says, "What do you want, Cruz?"
It's been a long time since I've seen you. How you doing?
He just stares down. What do you want?
Just see how you're doing. Look pretty frustrated.
Look, if it's about last night, I'm sorry I woke you up.
No, you're fine. Did
Just
you get to catch up with Melissa?
turns his head to the side. Just take care of your son. Don't worry about me.
Take care of yourself too.
Just like turns away. You're familiar with the looming like idea of Liam's
Emo.
parents. You know, you remember the night that Liam came to Mimosa and cried about his parents being gone by some crazy beast in the night, and it flashes like memories to you as Mimosa came to you crying about it, about one of his friends losing his family because of potentially himself. He couldn't even confirm those things at the time. It was just something that loomed forever. And Liam walks away from you with no one for the last who knows how many cycles.
So she's gonna wait at the gate.
All of you make your approaches to the gate in your positions. We're going to cut away from Idris, Father Cruz, and Carnelian to Ymir and Velu. You guys have been sitting patiently for a moment here. Apologies about that.
You want to go to the library?
Sure.
You guys go to Pages, the library within Arlucia. It's open. You see more patrons than usual.
I'm trying to read into like beasts and like sort of certain organisms and how they work.
Why?
Have you been researching anything? Oh, remember when we spoke to Merlin?
Mm-hmm.
Well, kind of gave me this like idea of, you know how like I work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's somebody, not somebody, but like a beast that has sort of like the same system in their biology.
Maybe. Balu's
Yep.
sitting there thinking. Can he make a history check?
With the
Or
library,
intelligence
I mean,
check?
with the library around you too, you both can make investigation checks with advantage.
Sure.
The both of you. I mean, you're using the library to your disposal to find information about beasts that have similar afflictions to what Ymir's dealing with.
Okay. 21.
Okay.
I'm still rolling. Ah. Bum, 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 bum. $24.
Okay. The bestiaries in this library are few, but it does go into just understandings of many different types out there. Aberrations, the celestial, fae. It goes between many things. Ymir's magic comes from a primordial source, from your understanding, Velu. Based on your investigation check, you get the sense that Ymir's ties are to the elements, you know, given its, nature. But you don't know if that's mainly because of the medallion that's in him, or if that's just because, he's a genasi of the elemental planes. Or is it because of the wish that was made a long time ago by an elemental, by the genies? It's very, confusing, when you're trying to pinpoint the source. But you do know it's primordial. That's something that you can immediately point towards, Velu.
Velu, you see Velu's face kind of like it's serious, and I think we should look at primordial stuff. Maybe that will give us more of a answer onto like whether or not there's animals that have that thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I think we have to figure out. You can look up. I can look up the bestiary thing, I have questions about you. Do you know if you're like elemental stuff is like based on like because of you being born, or is it because of the medallion, or is it because of the genie? Do you know anything about that? Like where your magic comes from?
Ymir scratches the back of his head. Well, all Genasis are kind of born with innate magic, but like we children from the Sandman are given a different kind of gift with an arcanium deposit in our bloodstream. So you see the mark on my skin. Oh, and he like looks at his like almost dead arm.
Just all veins, black veins going to the fingertips. Maybe this is the first time you've really like blinked at it much, but his whole entire arm to his shoulder is just vein.
Almost forgot about that actually. I was gonna ask.
Can I make a quick medicine check?
Sure.
Velu immediately goes up to your arm, and it's like he pulls on it and is inspecting it.
Okay.
Medicine. Ha 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 ha! Oh my god, Velu's just looking at it. 6.
I mean, it's operating. He's moving it left and right. He doesn't seem to be in pain. You touch it, he doesn't seem to react to it like it was like a blood vessel or something like that that popped somewhere down his line. I mean, the rune that's on him seems to be actually in its effort like healing fine. It's just all of his blood veins between his seems to be like bruised. I mean, that would heal over time as long as nothing happened to it, but it's pretty intense to look at. It's like tattoos almost.
Would I know where the origin is coming from with the 6?
No.
Like, okay.
It's you can make assumptions, of course, as Velu, but really the only thing that you could really tell medicine-wise is that his blood veins seem bruised and his muscles seem to be reacting by squeezing it tighter or something. It's the same way as if you got an internal like cut or internal bleeding, but it's just bruised.
I do not know what's happening here, but I can only assume because you are not a very healthy person, you don't work out. So I'm going to assume you've been doing stuff with magic. What have you been doing with magic?
Nothing new. If you would have just asked me, I could have told you. It's my usage of my magic with the runes that has sort of created a side effect after the last 20 days.
I see.
And during the party, Merlin told me that I just need like a greater restoration to fix it. But I don't know.
Velu immediately pulls out a scroll of greater restoration that he got in the Medusa chamber after getting stoned.
Did you scribe the scroll yet?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't think I can. Can I?
You can scribe any magic you want into your book.
I thought I couldn't because it's not a wizard spell.
It's not in your spell list, but if you have a scroll, you can scribe it into your spell book. Doesn't mean you're able to cast it, it just means you have it available.
Can I do that?
And if it's in your book, that means you can also scribe new spell scrolls that are from your book. So, like, that's the reason you would want to put it in your book.
Can I do that?
It would take you a day.
I did not know that.
Actually,
what?
It would take you a couple days, actually, because scribing spell scrolls takes a while. So,
what?
I'll say no. But you can use it right now if you want to.
I did not know that. I thought you can only do, like, wizard spells, not any types of spells.
Spell scrolls. Scribing a scroll for spells. If you save one in your spell book, you can make a scroll from it. Doesn't matter if you can use it or not, but if you make a scroll from it and you have the material components, why not? Anybody can cast a spell if you have the components for it. It's very strange.
Good to know. I have a scroll of greater restoration, Ymir. I just haven't scribed it.
I don't really know what that means.
I can put it in my book, but it's gonna take a couple days. But I think you need this now.
Ymir looks over at his arm. And he looks up at you. Yeah, if I could.
Balu takes the paper, the spell scroll of greater restoration, and he crushes it in his hand, and he's gonna cast it on Ymir. And as soon as he casts this, you kind of see like black particles come out from Balu's hands. His palm opens, and it comes out of his hands. And these black particles kind of slowly float to your arm, and they kind of disseminate into your arm and into your bloodstream. And as your blood's circulating, you kind of like glow in a black aura, and it heals you.
By the way, I also lied about the copy.
You.
I just looked it up because I'm a dummy and I'm bad at the game. So literally, you guys are correct. Actually, you know what? Matter of fact, all of you guys take an inspiration because I've been spin off my shit today. All 6 of you, including Mimosa. Maybe it'll be useful somewhere. Take an inspiration, D20 roll. This is just a note. Copying spell scrolls for a wizard, you require it to be a wizard spell to copy and also a scribe. So yes, you are correct on how you said you couldn't do that before, Bello. That was correct of you. So,
yes.
Inspiration for all of you. But that's an in this session inspiration, so.
Yeah, I still use it.
Okay.
I healed him.
Yeah. As you do the greater restoration, the material components subside. Ymir, the veins all move. But Velu, in your greater restoration, you also get more insight to what was going on. You would expect the veins to just disappear. But instead of disappearing, you notice the veins move towards the rune. Like they actually like shrink away in a direction back towards the rune itself. So in this effort, you learn the origin of where this is coming from is actually coming from the Fey Rune catalyst that Ymir has. Ymir, you also take notice of this, that it was like crawling out towards your body, like not just appearing in random locations. You get the feeling that the rune catalyst, it being some way imperfect, is causing these veins. It doesn't seem to have like a medical type of thing to you. However, if you didn't have any hit point dice from expending certain things, you'd have them now from the greater restoration. So that would be the result of some later type thing potentially. You would learn that in this type of rune, if you were to do this enough times, it potentially could cause you to permanently lose hit dice at some point. It didn't reach that point yet, but from the greater restoration, you feel that relief. You feel like you didn't realize like how like strained you were for like your constitution and your vitality until this moment, and you feel a bit rejuvenated. You feel like some liveliness has come back to the back of your eyes. You know, you feel the muscles in your arm where they once were a little tense all the time and now have been loosened. It feels nice.
You see a little crack of a smile as he's looking at his arm. Thank you. I appreciate that. Going on to what we said. My magic. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just coughing my throat.
Oh. Okay, get that checked out. You asked where my magic comes from. I don't believe it's from Cinder or the medallion.
Zab speaking. Check your phone.
Oh my.
I know. I'm aware. It comes from just me and the mark. It's like a weird mix. Yeah. I gotta grab something, guys.
He has to grab food.
I'll be back.
No worries. Bellu, you can continue an investigation if you want. You don't have to roll But there are 3 monsters that share similar behaviors to what Ymir is experiencing. The first one
Okay.
you find are
Huh.
dragons. Dragons are
Dragon.
very similar to how Ymir is performing. They have an innate magic that comes from the elementals. You know, like red dragons go to the fire, blue dragons go to ice. You know, like there's a similar behavior relationship with elements and dragons, and dragons are known to cast spells. So you do know that they have to somehow channel their magic into some type of spells in some ways and factors, especially if they're like great ancient dragons. Most of those are not roaming this plane. There are dragons still amongst this world. Most of them are sentient and do not care for meddling into like the humanoid affairs. All dragons usually never even like group together. They don't like one another. So finding a group of dragons is very like unheard of. But they're in multiple planes of existences. Some of them in their own pocket dimensions. Just yeah, that's the first thing you see, and that's just generic knowledge of dragons. The second thing you identify are the Githyanki, astral beings. They're not primordial. However, their psionic abilities of their mind is something that's elevated to them, and it kind of reminds you of the way that Ymir's relationship with his magic is, in the way that he has to channel it from something beyond the plane itself, something that's elevated. And that might have some answers there. Maybe Githyanki could have answers about controlling his powers. The last one you see here, which is more related to like where Ymir is from, like regionally, are the Sphinx. The Sphinx are very immensely powerful magical creatures, and there are many of them, but there are certain ones that have, you know, in their effort, transcended just like the deserts and layers that they're known to be akin of. Sphinx become real because they're like the multiversal protectors of the universe in a way. They're like the explorers of truth, you know, like they have like a cosmic enigma, which is kind of what Ymir is experiencing in a way, a wish that had changed him. Yeah, they might.
Okay.
Those are like the 3 things that you identify as probably the most relatable items. Sphinx,
Okay.
dragon, and Githyanki. Those are like the 3 things.
Okay, cool. Well, while Ymir is doing something, Velu's gonna take off his non-detect ring for a second, and he's going to cast Sending to Sir Nathaniel.
What would you like to say to Nathaniel?
Hello. I am safe in Arlusha. How is everything, and how is you?
As it being kind of the morning, goes to nighttime for him. It takes a moment for a response, and you hear kind of a late response. It says, "I am fine, but may I?" It pauses. "I hope you are well. We will be reuniting in the coming phases. Have you prepared for the twilight?" And there's like a moment where Ascending is cast back to you. Also, I have delivered a item for you as well. But under a new name.
Who?
The name under it is to a different like pseudonym of some kind. You see that the name it goes towards is to your previous one, for the previous form that you had, which I think it was at the time it was something Truno. Can't find it. Orion Truno.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's sent to that name because it's not a real name, but it's sent to our Lucia, and it didn't reach to you because it's not obviously to your name. You would have got a sending by now. So you do know there's an addressed thing for an Orion Truno in our Lucia right now.
Okay. Belu sends another.
You can respond back to the sending.
Oh, okay. Thank. What is it? And did you try to send me a sending a couple days before? Is that what it was?
No response, because that was the response to the sending.
Oh, fuck.
But
Okay.
you have a package apparently.
Belu's gonna wait till like Yumir's back, and while he's waiting, can Velu just study on Leonin in the library?
You want to study Leonin?
Yeah, because I have the book. I got a book
Yeah.
of Leonin.
Okay. You can spend time doing that. I mean, won't count into your downtime, but you just learn some pneumatics, some different words of Leonin tribes. You learn that there's a lot of Leonin tribes that exist in the Southwest Safari. You actually learn kind of the origin of Idris's like last name of the Golden Skies and like all the other ones out there for the different phases. It's pretty cool.
Mhm.
They all have like their own pronunciations of such, and you learn that hypothetically, I think this was like revealed to you at some point already. If your name was to be like within that same what's it called time frame, it would be of the Purple Twilight.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you just
Cool.
you just like learn some of these things as you like go through in Leonin like learning cycles. You learn how to pronounce the phases, the numbers, like, and they all come off as different growls and roars, and sometimes they actually just come off as actual like linguistical like words. It's rolling of like your tongue and like back of your throat. It takes a lot of like muscle training to like kind of get some of these words in. Very wide mouth movements.
Okay.
But spend time doing that. Some people look at you weird, but you know, people are like, "Hey, cool, Leon." And just like walk away.
I'm waiting till Nim's back.
I'm back.
Oh, okay. Belu seeing Ymir appear again. He's gonna go up to Ymir and tell him the information that he got. So, dragons. I'm not gonna be able to say this one because I suck at saying stuff. But the you remember that little person that Merlin's like little Catharthy? I can't say it.
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
Sphinx.
Sphinx. Uh-huh.
Those are the three.
Dragon,
That might be
Sphinx,
similar.
and Githyanki.
Yeah.
I see. You know, dragons I had a high suspicion in. Only because of the book that Daniel gave me.
They actually got something from Nathaniel. You want to go get it and then come back?
Yeah, let's go.
You guys,
Belu starts walking.
you guys go there and come back. Not a big deal. It's not something that takes too long. You actually go and you find that Belly. You have a sending stone that's in the box, and along with that, additionally, is some type of gift. Daniel has left you a solemn-sized, long package that seems to go from like maybe 3 feet to 4 feet across, and it's long.
Ymir sees Velu jump up with joy.
It's a little heavy.
Velu picks it up and holds it like if it's a holy item. Yes, I think I know what this is.
Do you
And he'll,
know what it is?
I think, and he'll open it.
You open it up. It is it's a sheathed weapon of some kind.
How many
Velu.
weapons do you get?
It is
Don't worry about it.
specifically a rapier inside Velu. It is a +2 rapier, but it
Yay!
is specifically in its design meant for decoration, as if to wear a princely garb around it for some type of event. But it is a very well-made blade and magical. But you know the vibe that it's sending to you.
Oh. Velu's gonna grab the sending stone. Is this who I think it is?
Did you enjoy the gift? That's all it says back.
Sir Nathaniel doesn't see it. But Ymir sees it. Ymir sees Velu twitching. His eyes are twitching. Yeah. I love this gift.
I hope it
Nathaniel.
accompanies your dress.
Huh?
I hope it accompanies
What did
your
you say?
dress.
Dress.
Yes. Are you not? Are you going to be
What?
dressing appropriately for the event to come?
Yes. But
Okay.
not in what I'm at. Not my form right now.
Just like there's a pause, and it's like, it's yes. You will dress accordingly.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about me dressing. Like, because, never mind. Okay, well, I'll let you go to sleep since it's
I
nighttime
do not
over
judge
there, right?
if you want to wear a dress.
No.
You like dresses too?
I can
What
have
do you-
arranged for a dress to be sent to you.
No. Who said that? Who said that, Nathaniel? Ymir,
I'm
please,
tired.
I'm
I'm
talking
going to bed.
Nathaniel. Go to bed. Good night. Velu puts the stunning stone back in his backpack and looks at Ymir.
That's an
What are you-
expensive stone.
Yeah, it's
I normally send
Nathaniel.
one message.
It does.
Oh.
Typically, but this one is basically a fucking direct phone to Nathaniel.
Should we head back to the library? Velu's just looking at the rapier that he got.
Mm-hmm.
We walk to the library. We get to the library. We open book and we do research.
I have a question on your brand. You're bonded with Nathaniel, right?
Yes.
And you had to be together for a certain amount of time.
Yes. A month, actually. And actually, I don't know if you've ever seen my brand.
Well, I was just Nathaniel talked to me about it.
Yeah. Do you want to see my brand? It kind of looks like your rune that you carved on yourself.
Yes, actually.
Velu would kind of take his right arm and lift up his left sleeve, and you'll see like a brand on his left shoulder. It kind of looks like a symbol of a jackrabbit and carved.
Is that your... You have your ring with you, right?
Yeah, he's wearing his ring.
The non-detect? Yeah, I would put it back on.
So that's your house's
Yes.
sigil?
Yes.
And what's the name?
The name of my house?
Mm-hmm.
House Hastings.
Interesting. Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
18.
All right, you make an Arcana check. It is magical. The school of magic is seeming to be an evocation type magic, and it seems to have many tricky components to it. What Velu speaks about, it must be true. It had to have been some type of ritual to put this on. And as you determine the thing that's on Velu, you kind of look at your own rune, and you wonder if there's something that could have been maybe learned from that. And you just kind of like think about it for a second, and you're not necessarily familiar with like whatever pact Velu has made and what the cost of those things are. But if it had taken the amount of time, there must have been a substantial cost for something like that.
This is evocation?
In a way.
What are you evoking?
Huh?
What are you evoking? The runes tell me evocation.
I'm not
What?
entirely sure.
What are the properties of your brand?
I get to know where my Nathaniel is at all times, and I'm able to summon him in case I take any fatal damage. And
Divination
I'm
and
able
conjuration?
to telepathically talk to him within a certain range.
What?
Yep,
Okay.
it's a lot.
No, it sounds good. That's interesting. The schools are confusing though. They don't match up. Trying to figure out where the evocation property is here. Mine is conjuration. And that's about it, I believe.
You can,
Yeah.
in your Arcana check,
Conjuration.
Ymir, conjuration and evocation do share some similarities. Conjuration requires the creation of new things. Evocation is the calling of using other things to make something else. That almost like transfiguration, transmutation, but evocation is the calling upon effects that already exist, not to create anything new. So it kind of makes sense, kind of doesn't. Maybe it should be more on the lines of conjuration, but it does have
Conjuration is
property.
teleportation.
Well, that's part of it. It's not entirely based upon free teleportation whenever you want either. It also seems to be a shared type of rune where it's on both sides. It looks like it has reactive spells that are more enabled than they are just here's a free teleport. Evocation is also reactionary based abjuration in a way too. So there's a lot of schools of magic at play here, but it all concludes to just evocation.
Nathaniel mentioned how I'm like bonded with the world or something. Do you think I like meditate or something like that?
I would assume, maybe.
I don't really like
I don't know.
meditate a lot.
You know who you could talk to about that? Father Cruz. Even though I don't know. Maybe you have to meditate for like a certain god or something.
Okay. You can see Ymir's kind of like his whole vibe is kind of down from like yesterday when you last seen him. As he's like flipping through pages.
I was gonna be flipping through pages too, and then kind of poke at him. Something the matter?
Yeah.
What?
I'm like really bad with talking to people. in certain varieties.
Oh, like communicating to like higher people who have status? Question mark.
Well, yeah, I mean that too. Yeah, definitely that for sure.
Like you gotta be like, my lord, my lady. Who wants to say that all the time?
But I was more so like pertaining to like intimate.
Oh, who did you?
Like a wild guess.
Was it Mimosa?
We just dots connect dots. You just mentioned royalty.
Oh, what?
And Mimosa's like my brother.
Sorry, I should not read the chat. Oh, was it,
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
interesting. You see Valu's face get like kind of. He looks at you, looks away, looks back at you with a like. Interesting.
What does that mean?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Oh, so what happened with her?
Oh, it was super awesome, wonderful confession that went super well, and our relationship is completely not awkward at all.
So you asked her, she rejected you,
I
and
didn't
now the
ask
vibe
her.
is weird.
Okay. To be clear,
Interesting.
all I did was let her know that I was interested. I didn't say I wanted to be in some sort of relationship.
Belu gives you a bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
But then, like, I don't know. I just messed up on my wordings, and there was a lot more I should have said, but
Oh,
and I still want to say. You see
Belu
his,
gives
like,
you a smile.
You see his eyes kind of like lower and kind of dart to the left of the room, and he makes his way back to you and looks at your smile. Fake smile.
Velu just stares. And then Velu gives you a nod. A slight nod.
Why do you do that?
Velu's smile drops. And I don't like talking to like people who have status. And if I have to talk to them, I'd rather talk to them in a smile because I have to give the facade that like I like them, but I actually don't like them, you know? So it's kind of like my go-to when I get uncomfortable or I don't like something, to smile. So usually, before I left the kingdom, I had to smile to all these lords, ladies, princess. Oh, it's exhausting.
It sounds taxing.
Yeah. Velu, you see Velu give you another smile. But I hope your relationship with Glacia comes back together. Hopefully it's fixable.
I like to think that everything's fixable if you try hard enough. But he like looks down and twiddles his fingers. I just keep breaking things a lot in multiple
think you-
different ways.
I don't think you should say that. The gang is still here, right? Well, Mimosa.
That and 3 others are not there at the moment, actually.
I think they should be fine,
I hope they're
Hope-
fine.
hopefully. But yeah, I think your relationship with Glacia, that gives you a smile again, is fixed by the time we get back to the. I think by the time the ball comes around. So
Ymir and Velu, both of you make history checks.
I know history check off the top of my head. I'm gonna make it.
9.
16.
Okay. You feel as though a moment of like coming to the original question, another monster had come to your mind, but it's escaping you. It was a moment of like you guys had said something that was kind of like in relation to it, and it kind of fleeted both your guys' minds in that moment. It's like on the tip of your tongue, and it just disappears. Both of you like kind of like tipped your head at that for a second. It's like, dang it.
I had something and I got stuck in my tongue. Now I don't know what was I gonna say.
Tip of the tongue kind of thing. I just let it pass. We'll find out some way or another.
Yeah.
Do you ever have crushes? Like feelings for people? Have you ever, like, growing up, developed any sort of feelings?
Velu gives you a smile. No. And then Velu drops the smile. Maybe, but I'm not allowed to.
Help me understand that. Because she kind of said the same thing. In a way. But, like, not the same way. I'm actually not sure what went on. But either way, I feel like you could help.
You could be a little bit blunt. People, when you marry into like royal, you need status and money.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you have a name, but your status and money, so. But I don't know exactly what she said, but I can only assume that she might have said something along the lines. And there's other things involved, like politics, like, oh, okay, you're marrying this person from this kingdom. Okay, well, this kingdom sucks, or this kingdom is good, or this kingdom is known for, like, bad things. So, you never know. I don't know.
Well, I think it's for the best of you. Huh?
Did you have any crushes? Besides Glacia?
Well, I mean, Fuse, and then I had a crush on you when I first met you. But, like, that was when you were in Solomon form, and I think you were, like, super dark and mysterious bartender. And we also lived together, and I have really funny fantasies of just multiple situations in my life. So, yeah, that sort of, like, came to pass, though, because, I don't know. But either way,
you see Velu smile again, but it's genuine. Like, he's happy, and he's just staring at you. It's not one of those fake smiles that he's been giving you the entire time. It's actually, like, real.
did that humor you? I mean, that was stupid. Like, feelings are pretty dumb.
Sure it is.
Yeah.
Feelings are dumb. Well, I don't know. I don't have feelings or anything. Bellu like turns away.
That gives off like the vibe that you do have feelings, though.
Bellu takes his hand. He's turned away, so you can't see him. Takes his hand, goes, does a little like, okay, one face in, one face out. He does that, and now he turns back, and you see Velu's smile gone away. Serious smile. What are you talking about? I don't have feelings.
There's like a confused look on Ymir's face.
I can't have feelings.
You have feelings all the time, Velu.
Feelings for other people.
So, like, are you like one of those like aromantic, asexual kinds of peoples?
No, I have. It's the same reasoning for Glacia.
Yeah, but like, are you just like void?
Huh?
Whatever. Forget about that. He's gonna open back his book. I'm gonna work on status. And
I'm not a void. Just can't have feelings for other people because of
can't
I
and
have.
don't want are two different things. Gosh, he puts his head back down to the book.
If I was able to run away from my position, I would have feelings for you. But I am unable to run away from my position.
Track back. What was that?
If you didn't hear me, I'm not gonna say it the second time. Velu is staring at you.
You see, like, Ymir's not staring back, he's looking at his book. And, his face he had like a straight face, and then it, like, his lips pucker as he's staring at the book. And then he puffs his cheeks. And then he up-puffs his cheeks. And he's gonna close his book. And he stands up. I'm gonna go take a walk. I'll be back.
Okay. Unless you want me to come.
Nope.
Oh.
Be right back.
Ymir leaves you to the library, and you see like the librarian Paige, like it's like holding a couple books in her arms. She like walks past you, looks at you, looks at Ymir, looks at you. And
Ma'am,
just stares at you.
please go back to work.
She like
Ma'am,
raises her
ma'am,
eyebrows.
there is nothing to be seen.
I do need to take a walk actually after that. Just like walks away.
Wait, what the?
Very sassy to you after like your little comment there. And now two people have walked away from you.
Well, it was like in his mind, did I do something wrong? He'll just open his young book
Open your little
and he'll
book.
just read.
Yeah, we're gonna cut away from you. Ymir, we're gonna follow you for a second, and then we're gonna cut back to Father Cruz, Idris, Father Cruz, and then to Idris and Carnelian. So, you have a little bit of a moment here, Ymir.
You send her.
For a moment, it takes a second, and then arriving to your mind. Ymir, yes, how can I help you?
How have you been?
Been resting, I guess.
I got a question. Ymir's like
might
pacing,
have an
arms
answer for
crossed.
you.
How do you... You're a genie. Do genies have, like, feelings for other genies or just, like, other things?
Romance,
Like,
and lust,
romance.
and love. Those things.
Yeah. Is that no void or just, like...
Genies don't necessarily mate, if that's what your question is.
Okay.
But
not my question.
I don't find any of my kin attractive by means. I mean, all genies in one way are related to one another. So
Mhm.
it's a little
What
difficult.
about like other?
Oh,
other,
you mean like the humans? Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, like we sometimes will leave to the material planes just to go seek out like incitement of the humans, and that's more something they brought to our realm. We do, and she like you kind of feel like that warmth kind of like tingle go across your legs a little bit, and you're just like, there's just a portion of it that kind of creates this. That was something that was brought by humanity to the genies, you know, like this affection, romance, stories. We are at the end of time related in our genealogy. We come from humanity in a way.
You ever loved something before?
She like takes a pause. You feel the fire kind of flicker in your heart. Fire has quite amount of passion. Love comes fast, and so does hatred. Emotions burn. We feel love, but not in the same way. Some people say love is a fleeting sense of missing someone. However, for the fire genie, as far as for myself at least, I find passion in things that are powerful and things that are growth of, you know. Do you ever feel the feeling of a roaring fire growing larger and larger and the heat that it produces off of it? It feels like that to me. If it produces a magnificence to it, a great power to it, I found myself attracted to it. And I guess I'm not necessarily attracted to things more than I am feelings of things.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel usually, most of the time, all the time. Have you ever?
Are you
Have
crushing
you ever
on
really
someone,
liked?
Ymir?
Well,
Well,
that's what I
other
was
than
gonna
that
follow
Glacia
up.
girl.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, have you ever really liked two things at the same time? Two different things?
Yes. Many times.
What do you like? What do you do about that? How does that work?
You allow them to exist together, and whichever one devours the other is the one you're with.
That sounds really fucked up.
I don't know any other ways to allow those things to coexist as to allow yourself to live in misery. And she kind of like says that, and you feel the fire kind of flicker off of your insides and turn to like kind of like a cooler, like simmer smoke. And the fire dims and says, or you can let go of it. If there are two combating things, maybe it was never meant to be. And maybe you should focus on more important things. And that kind of gives you a little bit of coldness from Cinder. A little unlike her. She almost gives you a little hint
Okay.
of jealousy, actually.
Wait, what? What's going on here with you?
Just thought we had something going for a long time, that's all.
Oh my god.
Now you're bringing others into it. Maybe, I don't know, you should give me more attention.
Cinder, you've never like
You used to
talked
talk to me all the time,
about
you
that.
know. It used to be like every day. And now it's like, what, 20 days?
I'm sorry, it's just like there's like physical
You get
people
these
like
new
in my
powers,
face.
these
most
new
of the time.
Faerunes, these new things.
It's not like I forgot about
You got plenty of new toys now, Ymir.
Cinder, I'm really overwhelmed.
And she just you hear a chuckle in the mind.
I'm sorry.
You overwhelm yourself. Look, you're gonna do marvelous things. I can see it already. But you're in over your head if you can think you can love more than one thing at a time.
I know.
Oh
Ymir
boy.
takes out his deck of oracles. And flies out the cards, and he'll flip them all over, and he'll cast divination.
This is horrible.
Oh,
This is just DM Jacob horrible.
Great magi.
Oh.
I call upon thee to find my truth. What is my love life gonna be like?
Alright. I don't know if there's a role dedicated to this for the cards or not, or if I just fucking tell you. But like this doesn't seem healthy. Like, you know, like this doesn't seem like where I should be putting my inference towards your character. But you know what? Fuck it. You asked what is my love life, and for a moment the cards, you haven't taken any of the cards out. 3 of the cards appear, and they all face away from you, and their backs are turned, prompting you to pick one of the cards.
Oh, fuck off.
We'll pick the middle.
You take it, the other cards float back into the deck, shuckling themselves so you don't ever see what they were. And you have the one card in your hands. You haven't turned it over yet.
Ymir keeps that card in his pocket. And he'll stand up. I'll check back on you and later. And he's gonna walk back to the library.
Was that to me, or was that to your cards?
Leave me alone for now.
No, that's fine. I'll leave you alone. You feel the bright fire.
Not forever! Oh.
A little bit of your shoulder catches on fire.
He doesn't even pat it out.
It kind of like burns a little singe in your little like new clothes.
Mends it. He's slowly just giving up mending it. He plops back down in his seat in front of Velu, opens his book, and he'll mutter, "At the moment, I don't really know how to operate my feelings, but it's really nice to hear that from you."
Hello, he is returned.
Huh? What did you say? I was
He
reading Leonin.
Ymir, you don't understand
He's
Velu because he's speaking in Leonin right now.
Ymir starts
Rawr.
speaking primordial.
I hate you.
Oh, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me switch back to common. Yo, Ymir, do you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I said, what did you say? Because I was speaking Leon or studying Leonin.
Nothing. Something.
Hey, awesome.
What did you say?
I said it was really cool to hear that.
Hear what?
Whatever you said that I.
Giants.
Who? Me?
Giants. That's what it was.
What?
Giants. That's what it was. What skipped your tip of your tongue earlier? Giants.
Giants.
Yes.
Ymir.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
goodness.
Giants.
Giants.
Ymir.
Yes.
I'm gonna cut away from you too.
I remembered.
That's so funny. Yeah. Why didn't you think of that before? The scene cuts through you guys. I'm actually gonna go over to Father Cruz, and then we're gonna take a small break, and then we're gonna come back to Idris and Carnelian in their fucking. Who knows what's gonna happen? Maybe. Father Cruz. You see Carnelian and Idris walk off. You see Liam walk off. The groups from the front towards the gate. You kind of watch how they make their arrival, and you see like some of the gate guards who kind of look at them. And you see one of the hexes that is like one of the parts of the shield, like kind of flicker for a second as they start walking through the area into outside of the realm. Then you kind of get your nerves up a little bit, but it happens.
Oh my goodness.
Anything you should do?
Inspect it. Why is it failing?
It's not failing. You see that like the moment someone passes through, it like glitches a little bit.
Oh yeah.
You can go up and inspect it though if you just want to try to understand it better.
Yeah.
Okay, make an Arcana check for me, please.
16.
It's happening on this side of the glyph. You look like more towards like the outside of it, like in your best way you can. It is a circle, so you don't get a good view, but you do see like a faint outline. There's like it's 2 layers. There's an internal layer and external layer. So you see the internal layer is the one that's phasing, but the external layer seems to stay the same. So it kind of gives the depiction that it's kind of an out not in scenario.
Can Cruz see if it goes? Like, does it go underground or does it just stop there?
You don't see any way to look underground for it, but you do you just want to like dig up next to one of the portals and just like see if it continues?
Yeah.
As you dig down like beside one of the things, it kind of does like glitch a little bit as the dirt happens, but you see it has like an automated like detection system for where the ground is, and as like a hole is like made, you see that more of the glyph fills that position. So it's like actively creating a shield at the time. It's almost like it's creating it as you're standing there. It's active. It's not something stagnant.
Cruz is just gonna look as like the group leaves and he's gonna be like, they're dead.
You say this out loud. Is there anything you wish to do that you're out in the middle of town? You don't have anything else to do. You wonder about Mimosa. That's all.
We'll just pray for Mimosa, pray for them to not die.
You know, you send your prayers out as much as you can. This kind of weird. You feel disconnected almost a little bit when the terror shield goes up. You feel like blocked. Like you don't feel that same connection you do to your deity. Not in a way where it's like you can't speak to them at all. It just feels dampened. Like this glyph ward, this terror shield is actually like blocking many different types of like feelings out there. You can still feel like definition type magic passing through. Shoot, you can see sendings happening left and right across your town. But, you know, not the same. You can definitely tell there's some type of like divine block from the shield.
And when do they come back again?
They say tonight. Should just be when the night comes, they'll arrive back. The darkest time of the night's the most dangerous.
And what time is it right now?
Just the morning. Looks like they're doing a trek for the day and coming back then.
First, Chris will go meet up with Vel and Ymir until it's time to come back out.
Okay. You would end up finding Ymir like outside. You see a distance away. You see Ymir has pulled out a card and grabbed the card and put it in their pocket and has walked off. You don't catch them just yet. They seem to be walking towards the library. So you see the direction that he has walked off to, but you have seen him grab a card of some kind.
Nice.
Yeah, so you just walk up and follow him. And that's where we're going to take our first break.
Yeah.
Bye, Idris.
Yeah.
Bye, Cornelia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
Yo, 3 people in one day? Party wipe.
It's almost like 2 piece.
Guys, this
Yes.
is nothing like 2-piece.
We'll
That's
just
not-
dig under the barrier to get back in. Not a single person play tested.
Yeah,
No
we'll
one's
make
made
the
it that far,
burial.
maybe, I don't know.
Barriers easier.
The barrier does. Never mind.
There's a...
They're fucked.
You guys don't know the whole thing, so...
I do.
I do too, man. Like, I'm Jacob.
Well,
When are we coming back? Because I need to charge my phone.
yeah, you guys can come back at 20 past, and we'll see you then. So,
Thanks.
no worries.
I can't wait for Mimosa to get all of you.
Woohoo! Right. Roll call. Cat, you here?
Yep.
Potato.
Ah!
Cool. Allie.
I'm nom.
All right. Nimbus.
Hey.
Zap.
I'm trying to think of like a clever response.
I knew
Couldn't
you were
think of one.
here.
I couldn't think of one, unfortunately.
And Dion. Uh-oh. Did I lose
They
Dion?
got him.
He's gone to the darkness.
If I count to 6, will he be here? 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, 7.
5,
7, because it's lucky.
6, 7. 6, 7.
6, 7.
6, 7.
I didn't say it.
Come on, say it.
I'm not saying it.
It's made its way.
To a certain... Bro, she left.
She's not here. That's it. Damn it.
Wow.
I'm
Jesus.
not going to say it.
6, 7.
6, 7.
All right. Whoever gets Dion back here, I'll give him some juicy lore.
Or you could say 13. 13's a lucky
Give the
number.
person who brings him here juicy lore.
Yeah. Dion.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm calling him.
Dion.
I'm calling him.
Hold on.
I'm calling him. I'm calling him.
No.
Until it-
You shouldn't be able to call him.
Dion will claim to me who's the one that woke him up or brought him back, so you'll let me know. Oh, I just lost Zap. Holy shit. So now Zap's not here.
No, I think Zap got the call picked up.
Dang. Hey, Zap.
Is he not back?
I don't hear him. There's no hello. There's no groggy hello from some other universe.
Hello.
Oh.
No.
Uh-oh. Well,
We're all calling him?
nope. I'm not going to wait any
crazy.
longer. We're going to get back to the session. No lore for anybody.
Fuck.
All right. Back to Carnelian and Idris.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Ironic.
Oops, that's your names. Boop, 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 boop. Idris, Carnelian. All right. The forest becomes more in light of your current location as the dark kind of reveals itself. It's cold and dark. Oops. What happened to the scene? There you go. That'll work. There is rain outside as you guys now step out, and it is raining into like the dark night, and you don't see the rain until it hits you on the head, making this kind of dampened sound, which helps in the stealthy approach that you guys must make to this location. Idris, is very dark out, but you guys form a line, like holding onto each other's shoulders and ropes and things of that nature to keep in touch with one another. It's basically at the edge of dark vision where you get to peer out and see your friends in the middle of the night, and it's dark. Like we're talking like you step on like to the road and like your vision is around your feet and mainly that's it, and then anything within 5 feet of you, it's pitch black. But you trust in other people who have true sight and lead the way in certain directions. No light emits itself from anybody, as that's been a very clear thing derived from all the people around. You have no sight of Carnelian anywhere. However, you do know he is traveling with his own group, and Idris, you travel alone on your own. Idris, in your walk, there's not much whispering going on between anybody. Everybody's remaining pretty quiet. Your objective is known to basically add protective like buffs and barriers to people and heal them if you see anybody go down. Any type of transportation type of things is also appreciated. Inspirations, whatever you name. So your whole objective is just to ensure the success of the people beyond. Meanwhile, you have a guard assigned next to you, basically to protect you in a melee course in case anybody comes near you. Your role being basically assigned to support, but also have someone to support you from behind. So knowing that you have someone with you that might also need assistance as well in the worst case scenario. There's probably like 10 of you all. Not too many on the outside, but people who can like at least at a range take care of certain things and buff one another. You all approach and wait for a signal for a while. You do see the last semblance of Richter, who like walks out and just walks one by one, checking on individuals, like giving them like nods. He holds like a piece of like paper up, like kind of like revealing to you what he's trying to say. On the paper, all it says is like, await the signal from Sir Capo. It will be the sound. It will be a sound that emits from the beacon, and once the beacon is lit, do not engage in your spells until you hear, like, until you see problems occurring from the people who are doing like, their perceptive watches. So, basically, don't reveal yourselves unless you have to. Is the message being passed across?
Idris just kind of nods. She doesn't say anything.
And
Like
he nods back to you, and you see his body is like half wolven form and half humanoid right now. Like he's very like in between his shifter like phases.
Wow.
He's
Yeah, Idris
walking around.
Hello.
as oh,
Hey.
welcome back. Yeah, as he starts to kind of walk away, Idris just. So does she have two people next to her in terms of quote unquote bodyguards, or is
you
it
have
one
person next to you, but you do have people who are nearby you, just not necessarily within 5 feet. Only one person within 5 feet of you, and it's kind of like a bodyguard, like a soldier of some kind.
Because of this really cool engulfing darkness, Idris just kind of like instinctively just gently puts a hand on the person who's next to her's like arm, and it's she just kind of gives him like a look of like sorry.
There's no like immediate like jolt of nervousness as they kind of like give you the arm and support. You can feel another hand kind of reach over and grab onto yours that goes on there and like taps your arms, and just in like a way of like it's gonna be okay. But like you also feel like the shaking a little bit of a hand and tremor because there is fear.
Yeah, Idris like instinct like her other hand like goes to this other person. And she like grabs it firmly. She is not shaking at all. Her resolve is firm, but she's like, "We gonna get through this together."
Tense. Carnelian, I need you to make a perception check at disadvantage. If you want to use your scope for true sight, I will let you roll normally. It does limit your perceptive view, however.
How far out are we?
You guys have moved towards the location of the Brocken Forest outwards from the shield. You've trekked about maybe an hour now.
Okay.
Everybody's very quiet.
Before
and
I
it's very dark
roll
out.
perception, may I stealth?
Sure. If you're trying to like be more quiet and typical, sure. I haven't stealth rolled for anybody yet, but if you want to like preemptively early your stealth, you may.
Yeah, I think Karn would.
You would be moving at a slower pace than everybody else.
That's fine. 27.
Okay. I'll hold that 27.
And then I'll roll at disadvantage because I'm not using scope yet.
Yeah.
Perception. Well,
12. Nothing yet. You don't see any movements across the darkness, especially since with their true sight scope, you're not using your true sight scope, you really only see about 30 feet in a distance with your dark vision. But even then, light doesn't really emit from anywhere. Your eyes are just adjusting to the grays and black hues. But even then, the pitch blackness of what this night has become doesn't reveal to you even like a twig on the ground, other than just what's directly at your feet within 5 feet, and then just the leaves in a distance. It's lucid darkness. It's very scary. This is not even like Shadowfell level dark. This is deeper, more depth in this like blackest of nights. You continue to move forward. You know the positions of where everybody is based upon your briefing, and as long as you move towards the right direction, you'll be fine. Your objective is still to find the beacon and put yourself in an appropriate position. They know that part of this is going to be relative to like everybody, whoever finds the beacon first before it ignites. It has a set timer to ignite in potentially the next 2 hours. So as long as you guys are in positions before that 2 hours, you'll be fine.
Okay.
So you guys are moving.
I guess after another hour, I'll use my scope.
Okay.
If we haven't found it.
Yeah. You see many people have trekked out, and people are like identifying it. Before your next hour commences, Idris, Carnelian, all of you guys are like kind of relative to like an area of position. There is a motion of someone who has found it, but it doesn't like speak it out, like because to not like disturb anything around. All of you hear something, and it's like a shout. It shouts out.
Scope and look in that direction.
You can scope and look at the direction. The shout sounds like, "Hey, over here!"
Oh, nuh-uh.
I think I found something.
Do I see anything with my...
You zoom in with the
scope?
scope towards the direction of it. Make a perception check.
True sight, help me. 18.
18. The vision is strange. It looks humanoid, and it waves. That's until you use the true sight scope to look to the side of it. Only the front vision of it is humanoid in shadow. As you see behind it, you see appendages that grow and move like in a front of it in an illusory type of like way, almost like a puppeteer holding a dead body of some kind. There's no heat coming from this body being lifted up. You just see it being puppeteered from the treetops.
Karn will use the sending stone that he found one.
You whisper this. As you whisper, are you still in your scope?
Yeah.
As you whisper, you see the body twitch and look in a direction towards you. You see it kind of like the body goes limp and falls to the ground, and you see the hot like radar of the enemy just disappear into the treetops.
Karn kind of moves very slowly, tapping the shoulders of the people near him.
You hear a
and
response
gets
on
into
the
like
stone as well. You hear, "We almost approach. Quiet." And you see, in this, there's just that one thing you had saw. You've seen one of them, so you know you're in the right location of something. Eventually, you get someone who walks next to you. In a panic of your stealth, no one sees you. But you do see someone walks across you that is a familiar, like, humanoid. And they, like, turn to look right and left for someone. And they hold something in their hands. But they look familiar. But you are
Just
stealth.
one?
Just one.
Karn's just gonna get in a defensive stance.
Okay. They walk past. You don't see anything beyond that. Whether they're lost or searching on their own. Eventually, there is a momentary mental telepathy that goes to everybody in all groups, and you hear Merlin, the Githyanki, telepathically speaking into all of your minds. The beacon has been found. Maintain your positions. Center around, and he gives like a cardinal direction from where you guys all are individually. Very powerful mage, identifying and scrying to the scene. You guys all move into positions now. There's a beacon apparently towards the center point of where you guys all are. Carnelian, your position moves awfully close to where you scoped earlier. Do you continue to go that way?
Can I keep using that scope to look into the tree?
You do. You point it. You don't see where it was before. It's not there anymore. But you're awfully close to where that body was. If you want to go try to maybe identify that body.
I'm gonna follow with everybody else.
Okay. You wait. You're not part of the group that's going to be pulling and like dragging the net. You're just part of the group that's going to be off putting any type of like creatures of the night. A trap will be set at that beacon. You guys wait for about an hour in this field, and it is terrifying. Idris, you're the only one of before Carnelian that has somebody directly next to them. You guys can't really whisper to one another in this time because letting off some type of noise is the only thing you'd hear. Idris, you hear in the distance, James? Where are you? James? What do you do?
It just proceeds like with the group. She does not move. She just. If the group is not moving, she's not moving. If the group moves, she moves.
There's a shake
But she like
of a hesitation from
looks...
the soldier next to you, and you see
Idris
he
like
pulls
just
it.
shakes. She shakes her head. No. She doesn't say anything. She just shakes her head.
He gets the idea, and he finds himself like reassured by you, and stands firm. The night becomes cool as the winter snow starts to fall from the rain now. Rain becomes snow and starts to set slowly, dripping onto the ground before turning into water. Not cold enough to set, especially with all the already damp water on the ground. Your steps no longer masked by the rainfall before, and the sounds of rain no longer mask your approach. But snow falls, landing on your shoulders and your fur. A beacon glows. You see it. It's small, not but like 3 feet tall, and it looks like a stand with an orb on it, an orb of light, and it floats there like an orb of light for a moment. And that is in itself the trap. As it glows, it floats for a moment. You hear 3 things. Is anybody there? Hello? Do you also see that? Not any voices you sound familiar with. Somebody please help me. Another voice from another direction. Multiple different voices. Please! I need help! Please! As it closes in, one creature emerges from the light of the 30-foot radiance. A hand creeps in. Or what would look like a hand. Then 4 more appendages follow. Slick, 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 slick. slowly creeping towards the light. This chittering of teeth, like it looks at it. People who can see at the light from their distance see the vision of one of the creatures of the hunt mesmerized by this bright white source. You see one of their appendages reach out to it, and you see the light being drained from it. The orb losing its magical light essence, and you see the creature glowing in a way as if it were absorbing it for energy. And you hear from it, this like guttural like absorption, and you hear a snare snap, and you hear many different mechanisms go ablaze as a ring of fire ignites around it. A net shoots up, and the net itself made of like this arcane type of like luminescent rope, like white bright like purple rope, and then it dims and everything's black again. You hear rustling from the people, and you hear the creatures of the hunt move away and skitter out and disappearance, like hiding again. As you hear your people rushing in, the only light now remaining is around this rope that holds the beast in a dim, bright light. You can tell there's something magical about it. And there are people pulling the rope, moving it towards the direction of Arlucia. And you don't hear any shouting, but you just hear dragging of the rope, and you hear the skittering of like this big screech going through the Brocken forest. Idris and Carnelian, I need you to make Arcana checks for Idris, and I need you to make athletics checks for Carnelian. These are things I'm going to have you do for a bit. The reason it's athletics
22.
for Carnelian is because there's a strength-based activity that is going to be happening for you in this next moment. And for Idris, your Arcana is to determine if someone needs assistance.
Okay.
22.
You too. Carnelian.
Oh, 19.
Okay. Idris, no spells needed right now. People are dragging just fine. But if you wanted to cast a spell to assist anybody, you could. But you don't. You know, there's no requirement right now.
Then she will hold off for now.
Okay. Is there any spells you'd like to hold an action for potentially?
Yeah, actually, I would love to actually hold. I'd actually like to hold an action to cast mirror image, like a little ways from the group, so it can be used as like a trap
Okay.
for one of the creatures to grab.
Sounds good. And Carnelian, your athletics check. All you're doing in this moment is getting to your more advantageous position to protect the people dragging the net. And this requires you to run. This is not an acrobatics to get there like nimbly. This is a booking it type of scenario where you're carrying all your things with you and you're getting to the appropriate position where you're described. The reason why it's athletics is because in the night you must dodge and weave all the different trees and rocks and debris that are in your way, and also potentially like front them. And which you do. You manage to rush, and eventually you do find a tree like branching that kind of blocks your way. And instead of like brute forcing through it with your athletics checks, you actually grab the branches, breaking them off with both of your hands at the same time to prevent them from rustling and falling. And you just hold them and toss them in a direction opposite of you to create a different noise somewhere else. And you continue your rush, getting into your position. Your scope of your rifle, you zoom out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures around the net pulling as fast as they can. One creature in the center does not radiate anything other than an aberration. You stand there watching as this might work. Until you look up. Large creatures in the distance. Moving rapidly, approaching your guys' destination. You hear fired shots of crossbows in the distance from other people. What do you do?
What do I do?
What do
I'm
you
gonna
do?
keep pulling until, because I was pulling, right?
You're not pulling. You are standing there with your rifle scoped out beyond the people pulling, and you see, like, through your scope, the different, like, monsters that are, like, potentially approaching the net. You're playing Protect the Cargo right now. Like, kind of like almost like a zombie survival where you don't want any of the zombies to touch like anybody pulling the net, and you have your rifle up and you're trying to prevent them from getting there.
I guess first I'm going to use my stone and tell them they're approaching quickly.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. We're talking 6 of them that you see immediately.
The 6 are approaching really quickly.
Set fast, and you hear like fires of crossbows, bolts. You see a magical eldritch blast, like going from one point to another, but it creates a glow of light that zooms, and you see it ignite, and you see the luminescence of creatures in the distance in the forest. It freaks you out for a moment, but you see it blast into one, and they rear back, and they hear a little screech in the distance. What do you do?
I guess I'll keep kind of trying to perceive the area staying away from the monsters, but trying to stay close to the net and notifying things that I see if they start to get close, or
As you
if
notify,
the net is not holding on well.
You notify the 6, and people identify them, and you see arrows and things shot and fire at them. It rears them back as not wanting to approach from taking damage. They rear back and just screech outwards. You do see one of the mages, Idris. You see one of them cast light on a piece of a thing, and you see them use a sling to sling that thing as far as possible, maybe 200 feet away from them, with another light source to distract. And as that happens, you see it immediately get devoured only 200 feet away from you. It's rearing closer and closer. You guys had made a slow approach here, but now you rapidly move backwards. You keep moving. Idris, you keep your back against this person who also has your back. Carnelian, you guys keep moving at a rapid pace. You see Sir Capo Gen in the little midst of the light, also starting to pull onto the net, and he moves into the front of it, and you see that he pulls out a weapon of a sword, and you see he kind of looks at the front, and he casts a spell through the sword. You see an ignition of some type of bright light from the sword, and it blasts a radiant burst forward, you see all ignited and radiant glow of fairy fire, all the creatures glowing with fairy fire around them. So all the creatures now glowing with fairy fire start to attack each other. You see they all turn to one another and just start approaching with the glow and dim light of each other and start fighting one another. As that occurs, he turns back. It's now everybody move! And he makes a direction for everybody to start grabbing the net. All of the people who are doing peripheral looking, you still there, but you see more people have grabbed to the net, and now it is a full run with the net dragging the creature behind them.
Karn is definitely keeping pace, but
Yeah.
looking around still.
Idris,
if possible.
Richter has now shouted out to you all, mages, everybody, return! Go back! Flee!
Oh, I'm playing.
You see,
I'm out.
you take out, and then the soldier that's with you is clink, 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 clink. He's trying. He's not as fast as you. You're Leonin, and he's just a human holding heavy armor.
Actually, hold on. As this is happening, Idris casts levitate on him.
Oh, you cast levitate and just drag him?
Yep.
You do so, and he's just floating in the armor, and he's just okay. And he's rushing. You guys start booking it. I need both of you to make Constitution saving throws.
I'm good at this now, guys, by the way.
Me?
Both of you. Because this is a...
18!
You made an hour trek out here, so... This is cutting it down to maybe a 30 to 20 minute run. And not falling behind.
Oh, I'm using my inspo. I'm not falling behind in this shit. 19.
19. All right. You don't get any exhaustion, but you see a couple of people fall behind. Idris, your levitate lasts how long?
That's a great question. Hold on. Let me take a look at it.
Or 10 minutes?
If I could find it, that'd be really helpful. It's up to 10 minutes.
Okay. So 10 minutes it ends. There's still another 20 minutes of you running. You succeed your con save. This person next to you They're gonna have advantage on their Constitution saving throw
Yay!
because they're the only recognizable person that you can see and is with you. I'll roll it in the live roll. Ooh.
Oh.
He slows, and it's as you're chasing forward and the levitate stops, the grip breaks, and he just gets slower. And you, before you have a chance to like cast another levitate on him, he's already too far out of the distance as you're running. He just slows down and disappears behind you. You didn't even look at his face. You keep going. Carnelian, you're able to keep up, and eventually you do side by side with Sir Capo. You're next to him, and both of you are running side by side. And you see that he's dragging onto the net, like from a long rope away from it. And you see a lot of people now have gone from just directly to the net to a rope that has been like picked up in place. And you see that the drag occurs, and he's looking for something, identifying. And he looks at you next to him and says, "Carnelian, I need you to identify a hook for me. There's a hook here that's supposed to be attaching to some type of cart of some nature. I can't see it."
Karn will look.
Make a perception check. Disadvantage.
What scope?
It won't help you identify it because there's no true sight for identifying a hook.
That's, you know what? That's a good point. Perception.
It's a DC 12.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Calm 24.
Disadvantage.
Oh, God damn it. Calm 22.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. The hook, as described, is a large thing. It looks like it's on this like disguised and covered over in some shrub, and you see that there's a hook, and it's attached to metal chain, and you don't see where the chain leads to, but you do see a hook on the ground laid there on the path.
Pick it up for him.
You pick it up, and as soon as he ties the rope around it. The rope itself is not like any like normal woven cloth. It looks magical of sorts. And you see that when he ties it there, he puts his hand upon it, and you see the rope glows once again all the way through to the end. You see the creature is still trapped within the side of it, but it's clawing and making hands outwards, trying to grab onto whoever's nearby. You do see, now that the rope has glowed, that there are bodies that have been littered behind this rope that the creature has grabbed and like sunken into and dropped behind it. You didn't recognize him before, but you see it now. You see as well Liam. Liam, by the rope creature, has been standing beside it and cutting off parts of the body of like that creature, like literally slicing off like tendrils as they poke through, almost dismembering it. Like cutting off the limbs of whatever it is as it still remains alive. And it seems to like its blade just like perfectly butter cuts through whatever comes through the rope. You see that, and that's what his whole position is making sure the creature is kept. He remains there kind of at the end, and he doesn't seem afraid of what's behind him. Once the rope is attached, you see the metal chain pull taut, and no one is pulling anymore. The chain now pulls itself from a contraption that you don't see in the distance, and you can hear it in the distance, like constantly rotating. Idris, you finally meet eyes with Carnelian as you hear the sound of these chains pulling. And about 30 feet to your right, you see Carnelian standing next to Sir Capo, and you see the net. And now a bunch of whoever has made it back together once again.
Oh, good. Great.
People still remain a bit quiet and sentimental. You guys have made it quite away from the Brocken Forest at this point, and there's a sheer feeling of success. Kind
I
of.
don't like the way you said that.
I don't like the way you said that either, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It just makes her way over to Carnelian. I don't care.
In front, where the chains are pulling, something has reared behind you all. Something moves, and you hear it. Not glowing from the original glow of the fairy fire, but instead, something dark on the path. Large. It stands there and it grabs onto the chain and it tries to break the chain. It seems intelligent.
I will
teeth
use this.
bite.
Okay.
Biting on the chain, just kind of rearing into it.
Using the stone to tell people that it is trying to break chain, like right now, and it needs to be dealt with right now.
Yeah, you see a bunch of whoever was standing by and pulling rush over to this creature, and there's some type of fight going on with this thing. You guys not necessarily being involved in it, but the success of the matter does revolve around you two making some keen decisions now. Carnelian, you look behind you and see Liam. You see Liam is guarding the net. And you see Sir Capo, who goes over and fights the beast in the front. Do you pay attention to the rear or to the front?
Do I pay attention to the rear or the front? Am I choosing between people's lives, or am I choosing between common sense and looking at the rear? Okay, just thinking out loud. If it's protecting lives, nah, like either way, it's rear. I'm gonna do rear.
All right. And Idris, this is a different scenario for you. Carnelian looks to be putting his back to the giant monster in front, but seeming to look behind and maintain like an eye towards the forest line, as he was before. Your choice is different, Idris. Do you look towards Carnelian, or do you look towards the group of people fighting the beast?
Oh, fuck. Can I ask something?
What?
In my view, do I see anybody else really looking towards like the rear?
A couple people, but as soon as the monster revealed itself, a lot of people turned their attention towards the front.
I'm looking towards where Cornelian's looking. I'm looking at Cornelian.
Carnelian, you see Liam, who stares out beyond the net and towards the forest and looks back at the larger monster. He seems to turn his attention to want to move forward, but as he steps, he looks down at the creature that's in the net, and he looks up, and he looks down at it. He turns around and looks back to the forest. He seems to know something that no one else does in his face. And you see from that perspective of you seeing him, Carnelian, behind him as he turns back to the forest line, multiple things rush out from the forest
Announcing
line.
it on the stone.
As you announce it, people who are mid-fight can't answer you back. It looks like they're actually engaged in a combat for themselves against this creature. Some of them taking big hits, but the chain's still moving, and they're protecting the chain from being dragged. This is one round of initiative for you guys. 6 seconds is going to make the difference of what happens here. I need a Carnelian and Idris to roll initiative.
Big initiative, huge initiative.
22.
Never mind. 10.
You can switch your initiative,
Want
though.
to swap?
You want to
What's
swap?
Yes,
I will let you know there are 2 others that roll initiative right now. And it is Liam and another entity.
I'm swapping with Idris because
Okay.
I'm my ally. That's how it works.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know that there are other people rolling on your side of the initiative. So, if you swap in Carnelian, you will get to go first. Top, you don't see what happens yet because it's technically not happened yet, but you do see multiple entities running from the forest line. What would you like to do? You stand next to the net where the creature is. It doesn't seem to be lashing out anymore. A lot of its limbs and appendages have been cut from itself. It hasn't regenerated itself much. but whatever is beyond Liam into the darkness of the wood is making its way rapidly.
And when I made my last call, people were not answering because they were in their own fight. What can I do here? What can I do? Don't want to get rid of the monster and free it. That's wrong. I can't yell out. I can talk on stone. I don't want to reveal my guns. I don't want to use my echo. Ugh. Um. Can I will use this stone to announce plenty of more hostiles coming, flanking. They need a distraction badly.
Give me your action.
Highest priority. That's what I'm gonna say, because speaking's free action, right?
Through the stone, it's interacting
Until,
with
like,
a magical
yeah.
item, so that's an action.
Okay, then I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay, you have a bonus action and movement. Do you move with the net moving back still, or do you move more towards Liam?
Fuck no, I'm not going towards Liam. Liam's near the monsters. I'm good on that.
Okay. That's your initiative. The next initiative is Liam. You see Liam looks towards the back of, like, the forest line. He unsheathes his blade, and he points it in a direction, and he makes one, like, horizontal slice. You see that slice turns from, like, a small, like, wind, like, vein to a very large one, kind of creating, like, this shockwave moving forwards. And you see a lot of the creatures just immediately, like, get pushed back, like almost like a wind, like, wall has been formed, and they get all, like, pushed back like 30 feet. And he just does one big slice with his katana, and he, like, resheathes it back, and he, like, looks towards the direction of them, but he looks exhausted. Like, he looks like he like drops to a knee when he does it. That's his turn. Moving up, there's another entity that moves. It's the thing in the net. It's gonna try to break free. I'm gonna roll it in the live roll. The DC that I need to beat for it breaking out is I need to succeed a DC 20 of a strength check. So if I roll 20 or higher on this and has a +3 to the roll, then this creature is going to break free from the net. Okay. So the creature tries its attempt to break free once again, but fails. Missing most of its appendages, can't really do much anyway, so it continues to be dragged. The next initiative is Idris. Idris, you see Liam has dropped to a knee from whatever he has done, and you see Carnelian shouted into the stone one last time, needing a distraction badly. And you
How close am I to how close am I to Liam?
About 60 feet away.
60 feet away.
The distance between him and, like, the closest, like, hunt creatures is, like, maybe 200 feet away.
And I can see him, right?
Yep. You see him barely in the glow of the ropes of the net.
Is there any potential I could, like, make a medicine check to see if he's, like, injured or anything?
You'd have to get closer. He's just taking a knee right now, which is just strange. You can tell that that's different.
He's just hanging out. Okay, cool. I'm gonna hold my action to cast. I'll hold my action to cast Dissonant Whispers.
However, as a bonus action, I'm going to Bardic Inspire Liam.
Okay. You send an
I'm gonna give him
inspiration.
inspiration.
You send inspiration to Liam. He does feel whatever the tune of a lute is behind him in a dulcimer, or whatever you might use.
Lyre.
Lyre. It happens, and as he hears it, he his head raises up again. It's at this point you can see that he's taken a couple cuts to his chest, Idris, with the light that now he reveals it. You see that he's actually semi-hurt by whatever, either this creature in the net or by something else. You see, or by himself. The initiative order ends. That 6 rounds mattered. Because everything else is going to happen so quickly that you won't have a chance to react. The monster behind you all collapses in defeat, as many of your people who went with you had fallen too. You see Sir Capo, who is very heavily injured, and you see Richter, who is in a woven state of lycanthropy, who is kind of in a rage right now, and he shouts out in a woven state towards Sir Capo, "Go! Go!" and just shouts. Just really howls very, very loudly, being very alpha, howling towards the sky. You see that they get on all fours and they just run off into the woods. You lose sight of Richter, and then from the position, Sir Capo's injured and holding on to his arm in a way. And he's looking back. "Make way! The chain will pull it! We must make it back to the glyphs!" And stares at everybody behind. Liam, who's on a knee still, he looks up. He has to make a roll. He's gonna use your inspiration for it. He needs to succeed a 15 roll, and he has no bonus to this. So he gets to add the 1d6 or 1d10 now.
D8.
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 Thank you. That's right. Liam does not get up, as the inspiration does not allow him to succeed in the
He's
roll.
been so.
He doesn't get inspiration from you guys.
Can't take my inspiration?
No.
Does anyone have that reroll? Make Jacob reroll roll still.
I'm I can't use my this session inspiration?
That's for your D20 tests.
Man, we don't care about our D20 tests. We want this man to live.
Maybe I'm Liam deep down. I'm Liam.
Okay.
My
you know
name is
what?
Liam.
I'm a fair GM. If you roll higher than 10 on a D20, I'll allow it.
Higher than 10.
Gamble.
Okay, I'm rolling.
It's a 50-50. Higher than 10 on a D20. It's actually more than 50% chance. Natural 20.
That was
Oh!
20.
I should warrant some success for that.
By the fate of the god.
For the nat 20, I'm gonna transfer that nat 20 over to Liam.
Yes!
That's fun. Yeah. So you see, there's it's actually an interesting thing. Father Cruz. I'm gonna allow you to describe this. Actually, this is gonna be really interesting. Father Cruz. Liam is at death's door. And he's making basically saving throws, being on his knee right there. The inspiration that Idris had gave him was to do his death saving throw. That's why he had no bonus to it. But the nat 20 puts him back to 1. This is why it was important. The move that he did with slicing the katana across. I'm revealing this too because it's interesting with the nat 20. It's fucking crazy. He uses his vitality in order to do damage. So he sacrifices hit points to do more damage. So he did the big slice and all the creatures pushing back. And he drops to a knee because he basically put himself at an unconscious position. So he was rolling death saves. That's why he wasn't moving. With your nat 20, Father Cruz, describe to me how your religion saves him.
Sitting there on the brink of death, Liam's just, I don't know. I guess he's, he's emo, fading in and out, probably hearing fucking Angel of Darkness in his ears. I think he's gonna think of Mimosa and how he has unfinished business and he can't die yet. And in terms of religion, I'd like to think that he would also know that it's not his time. So it's a big indicator in the religion of when it's your time.
Liam, honestly, the inspiration not reaching to him enough. He looks back knowingly that he had everything he could to try to survive in his opportunity. He was about to fall to the ground. A hand presses into the dirt and grabs onto the snow that's like freshly laid down onto the ground. Heat. No. I can't. I haven't. I must live! And like just shouts like very anime out to the ground, and a big pulse of just like energy like pulses from him, as like he shouts out into the direction of like towards the creatures that he blew back. He stands up on his leg and he's like kind of like wobbling on his back heels, and he like steps backwards and he just looks in the direction, and he's like in tears and crying. Do! Just like shouts it out towards like the area. In the shout, everybody's like looking backwards, like what the fuck, like at him. But like he's like having like a really important moment for himself. So like you guys see this of Liam, and Liam like turns to the net with his like one hit point, and he starts turning around with you guys to make his way back, like to live another day. The scene now turns from all of you guys running the chain, dragging the net from some type of mechanism. You guys now see the way back in. Father Cruz, at the gate, you see it now, the chain moving. And you hear it. You follow the sound of it over to one of the glyphs. You now take notice that somebody has built some type of like some mechanism of cement to like block off the glyph ward for just a small portion. Like it looks like not even like 2 feet in size of diameter, just to fit this chain through. And it goes from underground, like you see, out and drags the net. And all they must do is make sure the net is secured. And you see that by that net, there is some type of box that's been built outside, like a fence or some type of like containment cell for whatever this creature is. Almost like a shed or some type of way. And it's very reminiscent to the same type of thing you use to hold back your own son. This could work. The chain pulls. Carnelia and Idris, you make yourselves part of a notable time in history for Lycorium. As you arrive back to the Glyph Ward wall, you see that the Glyph Ward has a hexagonal prism that is glitched and moving in a way. You see Merlin Estriel, who stands there with a hand on the Glyph Ward wall, creating this like phase of you being able to enter and not enter. And there is no time for anybody who is on the outside and inside to arrive, as both of you run through Liam, Sircapo, multiple different creatures. But the last thing you see is all of your feet step forward is the trail of bodies that the light has left behind. And only in the time of daylight will you ever see what has happened or not, depending on if these creatures drag them away or not. Merlin lets go of the glyph on the wall, the hexagonal prism. The chain continues to pull. The roped monster, missing appendages from outside, gets pulled into the container, and the container automatically shuts, and you hear a click. Some type of cage has formed, and you guys are back within the confines of Arlucia.
Idris immediately books it over to Liam, and she casts Healing Word.
The samurai fighter that Liam shows himself to be in these moments reveals to you a scar going across his chest from basically his shoulder all the way down to his hip. This looks like a healed scar. You see it through like the shirt curtains of like his current attire, and you see there's like a large scratch mark that goes across his shoulder, a new one that goes across the same scar. Something has like gotten onto him, and you see that there's like harsh ichors that have been left upon him and were sapping at stuff. You also see across his hand multiple cuts of a blade across the palm of his hand.
You've worked hard.
He's like breathing, and as you've healed him for the hit points you roll,
14.
His vitality restores a bit. He kind of like looks at you, and he just breathes. We did it. We got one.
Yes.
And just like is just still in like this motion of not believing into it. Sir Capo Jen over in the corner, he's holding onto his arm. It looks like he's like his shoulder is like kind of either like dislocated or something like that. And he's just holding onto his arm, and like he's like
It just walks over. She casts healing word
you
again.
see he's already being tended to by somebody.
Oh dang it! Never mind. Screw you.
He just nods his head towards you and looks to you. It's like, I'm glad you made it. And looks over, like sees Cornelia and just makes like a head nod to him.
Is that it?
He just looks at you and nods his head up and down. It is basically 8 o'clock at night now from the time you were gone. A lot of time has passed since you've been back into the gates of Arlusha, or the glyphs of Arlusha at this point. And injuries are present, and there are not as many of you as there was before. The count has dwindled down to 12.
Oh, God.
A lot of the mages, Idris, now that you're seeing that you went with, were picked off. You do not see your guard soldier, that might have been anywhere. You don't even see the same armor.
It just kind of folds it on herself a little bit. Survivor's Guild kind of weighs.
Just not someone that
And
wasn't.
She just
fast
kind of
enough.
remembers grabbing onto the soldier's hand and like levitate, pulling and running, and
You just couldn't keep up. Not a lot of people could. Carnelian, you remember seeing the laying bodies of who were by the net and just accidentally got hit by a tendril. Some of these people were just commoners. People who just wanted to help. Who volunteered themselves. People who thought themselves formidable fighters but hadn't really gone through the adventures you had. You remember being there at some point with that same aspiration in your mind. And you remember those feelings of what it feels like to chase death. You look out towards like the glyph walls where the darkness is. And you guys hear something one last time outside the glyph walls. Let me in! You forgot me! Let me in! Father Cruz, you hear this too.
I feel like Cruz would know what the fuck these things do.
You see a body of a
We
soldier.
can talk freely
Idris.
now, though, right?
do what?
You see a body of a soldier, Idris. Familiar armor being held up. The arm waves in a dead-like fashion in the night. Help!
You dickhead. You dickhead.
That's fine.
Idris just like, she like turns and her arms are kind of crossed over her chest and she just stares. And she's got like tears in her eyes. That hurts.
Cruz will just put a hand on Idris's shoulder and just pour a farm at the creature.
You see
They're mocking.
You
They're
see,
both
like,
mocking.
you see, like, a guy who runs up to the glyph. He, like, bangs on the glyph. Let him in!
No.
Let him in!
No. Stop. Stop.
He's just, like, banging on, like, the glyph. It's like, you can see him! He's alive out there!
No.
Let him in!
Idris
Your
walks
friend
over.
is dead.
She grabs their shoulder. Stop.
It's like shrugging his shoulders. Let him in!
It's
He's
it's
You were
not
just
him.
out there, bro. You know
It's
that they
not
mimic
him.
things.
It isn't him. It's
He drops
okay.
to his knees.
Idris just like kind of drops with him and just kind of hugs him to the side. It's okay. I'm so sorry.
Karna's gonna look towards Sir Capo. What's the reward?
He just looks at you. Right. That'll be paid accordingly. Meet with me tomorrow, or I will find you. I must attend to some wounds of others and also visit some homes.
What time tomorrow?
Just looks at you. It says, anytime.
Okay.
I will be with the sword veil likely over by the castle.
Karn will nod.
He just like looks around the people who have survived, and he looks sad again. And he looks down, and he looks at Liam. And Liam, who is like in like a daze, still like not believing he's accomplished something, doesn't seem sad about the deaths. He just looks exhausted. He seems unparalleled to what's happening, and there is no sign of Richter. Sir Cappos like stares down and stands up. His arm, he moves once again from his shoulder. He breathes. Dismissed. We will continue this once the eclipse has ended. If you wish. Like looks around the group. Anybody who like is paying attention still looks outside towards the glyph wall where the soldier stands there waving. Until eventually the armor pulls away into the darkness. And all you hear is a screech. A similar haunting screech.
Hey, man, say that.
Father Cruz, Cornelia, and Idris, you're together.
Karn will look over towards Cruz and Idris and be like, well, payment's tomorrow, but I think after that I need some food and then some sleep.
The person has stopped crying on the ground, Idris. They seem to have just kind of tensed up and like accepted it at this point.
Idris rises.
Where's Liam at?
Liam is standing there, kind of still a little bloodied, but healed. He stands there just staring, kind of like, not at like the scene outside, but towards where the shack is, or this cage is, where this creature is, and he just stares at it from where he's at. His sword is embellished. His sword is not out. It's like in his like sheath, and he just stands there looking. He seems in shock.
Cruz will go
Just-
pat him on the
oh.
back and heal him 40.
He like breathes at it, and he's like, Cruz. Is my mostly
Eh.
okay?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I think I might go apologize to him.
No, it's not around right now.
He like stares at you. What? What do you mean?
Usually just look at Cruz overheard their conversation, right?
Mhm.
Cruz will just look at Liam. Molly just told you. It's not here right now.
What do you mean he's not here right now? Why wouldn't you be? I thought he would be here. Where else would he go?
I think he's in Solaria right now.
No, he couldn't be in Slayer right now. It's not protected.
He'll just look Liam dead in the eye and have like another hand on his other shoulder. I told you the truth, Liam.
No. No. That's not. Come on, not you two. Don't.
Liam, you know I wouldn't lie to you.
I don't know what I'm hearing. All I know is that I got one of them. And with that, maybe I can find all the rest of them and put an end to all this.
And then what? What will you do with your life after?
I'll live it knowing that my parents died without someone out there who's been able to support and avenge them in a way, I guess. Wouldn't you want your son to fight for you?
I mean, sure, it'd be nice, but no. I wouldn't want my son to be consumed by revenge and not live his life.
This isn't revenge.
What is it? 'Cause it looks like revenge.
It feels
It
like
sounds
destiny
like
in a way.
revenge.
I should have died out there. Something kept me going. I don't know what it was, but this is the path I'm meant to be on. I can't deny that now. He kind of like looks at you with those eyes, like he has seen something beyond himself.
I'm sure Mimosa would be very happy to know that you came back okay.
You don't know where your son is at all.
He's out there.
He just stares out to the wall, the glyphs. He's an idiot.
He'll be fine. He's always fine.
Let's hope for your sake, I guess. And mine. And just like looks down and looks at you.
Idris walks over at this point, and she stares at Liam.
Looks. Thank you.
You're coming to dinner with us, by the way. You don't get a choice.
I actually do. I have things to do tonight.
Yeah, like get dinner with us?
He just blinks. Make a persuasion check. With
Idris
advantage.
smiles. Thank you. That's a 14.
He just kind of.
Fuck.
You have inspiration if you want to use it.
I do want to
Can
use
I
it.
give advantage? Can I give advantage?
Oh my god!
Mimosa from like Liam, you should go.
Damn, it's not in the.
It ain't in the cards. He
Sure.
doesn't
Can
want
I-
to have dinner
Wait,
with us.
Mimosa has-
Mimosa can give you their inspiration. That's fine.
Thank you. Oh my god, it gets worse.
Man.
Liam, you're going to dinner.
Intimidation
Are you-
check.
Are you?
Okay.
different check, please.
I can give inspiration.
You're not even there.
15.
Wow.
I'm giving myself
Okay.
guidance.
Guys.
There, 23.
Liam sees you give yourself guidance right in front of him. And he just stares at you and he's like, you don't have to coax me into anything. I'm a grown man. I can do what I want. Maybe I'll see time to see with you all tonight.
Oh, like dinner. Come on, please.
I have people to talk with. He like kind of looks in a direction. And if you guys look that same way, you might see something, but he like looks and he looks back at you guys. Anyways, I was hoping to see Mimosa before, but I guess not. That's fine. He kind of looks at all of you. He just walks off. He seems to walk in a direction towards the beacon.
What do you want us to look at?
You asking me?
Yeah.
He just stared in a direction past you guys, and if you guys wanted to look at what it was, you could have, but that's it. It's already past that moment now.
Oh,
So yeah, all three of you standing there. Some people have already dispersed. Some people are like at the wall, like trying to look past, and there's no more screams from beyond the wall, other than the one coming from the cage, but it's dampened and screeches. It's small. No one's allowed. They've made a perimeter around that area, actually, with just guards, just to make sure.
I'm glad you two are alive. It's kind of worried. Very worried.
It was a bit hairy out there. No, no pun intended.
There were a lot of them,
Mm-hmm.
like said.
But none of us are dead. Well, it just like kind of glances over towards like the glyphs. We're not dead. We made it.
I'm gonna
Good.
cut over Ymir and Velu. I'm gonna go ahead and say that you guys like make your effort to come out to greet Idris and Carnelian on their return.
Okay, cool. I was about to say.
Yeah, it takes a while for you guys to arrive to the scene, but you see a lot of people have like, you know, walked away with cuts, bruises, scratches, some important people that you already have made face with. You see Liam for the first time, who looks pretty damaged, but walking towards like the beacon area. And you two approach.
Wow. You
Not,
guys are alive.
not much cuts or bruises on Idris and Carnelian. Carnelian looks exhausted a bit from just rushing. Like, he looks sweaty and like kind of like covered in mud and stuff. Idris looks pretty good, but like eyes look traumatized.
Ymir's gonna give both of them a hug.
Idris just holds his hug for a lot longer than usual.
I know. I'm so happy. I noticed that my spell didn't go off, which is a good thing.
Y'all survived.
I
But
regret
y'all
not
look-
going with. Sorry.
You would have.
Not
Yo.
much you could do.
It could have helped some way.
You would not have enjoyed it.
Yeah, I am quite terrified of those things now. But
Me too.
I'm more scared of losing you guys.
Well, we're here. Barely, but here.
Do y'all
Ymir's
want
gonna-
food? I assume that y'all
Yes.
are hungry. Okay. I'll go. Velu's gonna find some food for Carnelian and Idris.
We'll go with you.
I mean, we're walking and talking. I guess I'm assuming we're walking and talking.
I'll treat this to a meal. I've actually come up with a little bit of money now.
How? Oh, he's dead.
Sorry. My freaking ring light fell off and deafened me.
Wing.
I don't even know. Like, it fell perfectly on my deafen key.
Wing wing.
What are you doing? What?
Huh?
What are y'all doing?
Buying
Buying
food.
Okay.
Oh,
I was
bro.
just asking questions. I didn't know which
Getting
direction. I'm
food.
sorry. You guys go to wherever food may be available.
Fish tacos.
Fish tacos at Chili's.
Yeah.
You go to Chili's.
Can I get the triple dipper, please?
Yes, you can get the triple dipper.
Everyone's saying that shit is good, and I want to try it.
It is good.
Well, you
It
can
is
try
really
it
good.
now in game.
At the triple dippers with the Nashville mozzarella sticks. Oh my
Mm-mm.
god.
Why are you rapping, bro?
Crazy. You guys enjoy the food at a table. Liam does make an approach to you guys in this place, finding you all. He looks healed up, bit more in sync of where he was. He walks up to the five of you, and he's like, "Hi."
Oh, take a seat.
Who's
What
this?
about
Oh, you can make it.
Who's this?
He just kind of pulls up a
Oh,
chair,
this is Liam.
puts it like at the table. Is Carnelian standing up, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. It's very awkward for you to stand up in this restaurant situation, but like you make it work.
When has it not been awkward?
But this one's like especially awkward because like Liam goes to sit down, sees you standing up, and like half like sit. Like he basically like uses the
Half
chair.
sits?
Like
Oh, brother.
he goes to lean on the chair. Basically, he's just leaning on the chair.
Oh, they're both weird. I love this.
Oh, isn't this
so
amazing?
much.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Dinner and a
beautiful.
show.
I'll kind of
Mhm.
eye at him and then go to the corner.
Oh, all right. There he
What
goes.
is
Liam
this?
goes to the other corner.
What, can we? Oh God!
Oh.
Pick a side, please.
Out of
Hello.
character, out of character. Tism's clashing.
Could you
Carnelian,
please join
his
us at the
food,
table?
Come
I-
over
I would-
here.
I would love for all of us to sit at the table.
I'm fine.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you all the way over there. What'd you say?
Just blinks.
He's
You want me to
blinking
tell
at you.
Mimosa that you're in the corner?
He's in timeout.
Wait, we need to get Carnelian. Carnelian, come over here.
He,
He's in the corner.
Your own group doesn't even want to be with you.
Want to copy me?
What does
Oh
he
my
say?
God.
What is he saying?
You don't own a corner.
Oh my god.
Are they on like opposite ends
I
of the
was
corner?
standing,
or,
and
like,
then
the
you
corners-
wanted to stand, and then I wanted to go in a corner, and then you followed me into a different corner.
They might as well be standing at the same corner.
You want to do something original?
He just like stares at you, Carnelian. It's like, I don't know, you want to brood less when I approve? What were you trying to prove to yourself being here in the corner? Like, do you actually like these people?
I like the corner.
I'm just gonna
You
eat.
must.
this is. I love having people nearby. Yep. This is good.
Ymir's on the floor cackling, tears coming out of
Like,
his
this is what it
eyes.
looks
It's
like, you know, when you stand in the corner and I stand in the corner. This is what it looks like. And if you're making fun of me,
Oh my god! This is
I'm
Jesus
making fun of you because
Christ.
it doesn't seem like you have an original thought.
it kind of seems like what you're doing isn't necessarily an original thing.
Bro,
I
I'm
can't
gonna burst
breathe.
Like, it doesn't make you any different than any other person.
I'm not trying to be different. I'm doing what I like.
I would probably disagree with you, but that'd be very boring.
Hmm.
I cannot believe Mimosa's friends with you.
Oh.
Who invited
yeah.
this guy?
Liam, you're doing
I'm
the
starting to
exact
think if I
same
even should have
thing.
came, honestly.
You.
Liam, get at this table!
I love this so much.
He just sighs.
This is-
And he looks at Carnelian and it's like, God, maybe I am like that. He just like, walks over to the table.
You are. You are. It's okay. We all have our selectives. Yeah.
He walks up to the table and he goes to grab a chair and he sits in the chair and like he kind of like once he sits in it, he just leans back into it and immediately you see like his like chest expose a bit and you see the scarring that's across his chest, like he's just like gotten stitched up.
And the muscles.
Yeah, you see the rippling Asian muscles underneath this man's shirt, like popcorn.
Idris
Um.
and Ymir make eye contact.
Actually, Ymir's weakly getting up. He was out of breath. Which he like elbow onto the table like. Ugh. Whew.
His head leaned back into the chair
That was
and his
good.
eyes were just closed.
I won't laugh like that for like another 100 years or something. If I even have that long.
So,
Jeez.
who's Liam? And what is he doing? And why is he not eating? And Carnelian, why aren't you eating?
I like to think that
Skinny
Carnelian's holding his plate just in the corner.
Yeah, I'm holding my plate in my corner eating, just like, what do you mean?
One
Oh,
thing
I
about
didn't see
Karn is
you.
Karn's eating. Karn's eating.
I didn't see you
Oh,
eating.
yes,
Sorry,
yeah.
Carnelian.
I said it.
Proceed, Carnelian.
I didn't say I was gonna eat it.
So who's?
Don't need your permission, but thank you.
Oh jeez.
Maybe I do like that.
That's probably
You know what,
called
Cornelia?
Ymir
together.
flops again.
Liam, when was the last time you
no.
had a proper meal?
Yes, I guess.
Then you're eating.
Yeah, you're eating. Just
Just
get
gets
what's
better.
But who is he?
does. It does.
Who are you?
Who is he? Never mind. I'm sorry for asking. You know what? I'm just
This
gonna
is
continue
from
to eat.
Childhood friend.
My bad for asking. Sorry,
My
bro.
bad
Did
for
you
asking.
adopt all of these children?
So
Chill.
antisocial.
Oh,
Oh my
well,
god.
you remind me
My-
of some of them.
Me? Oh.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Not you, Idris.
Oh, okay. I'm exempt.
Hey, Carn-
Yay.
Hey, Carnelian, can I stand by you?
Are these all
Why?
alkalites? Is that how this works?
Cruz just
Yeah, we're
wishes he was
standing-
an alcoholic right now.
Why are we standing up? Sit down. We're at a
I feel
Chinese
really bad
restaurant.
for your acolytes because honestly, I feel like they
No, they're Mimosa's friends. You know, we're traveling in a group.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, why'd you say it like that?
Mimosa had a way of, picking up
Of
people, I
what?
guess.
Oh, like you?
No.
Oh, ooh.
Mm.
Mimosa
Get
was
him.
more circumstance.
A circumstance. Sure.
Lived nearby.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, blinks a couple times. Y'all believe this shit about Mimosa being some strange, twisted creature?
Ymir's laughing stops.
it just kind of looks at him.
Baloo looks at Father Cruz.
You know,
It just-
Mimosa told him, but he doesn't
Oh,
believe
he
it.
knows. Oh, yes.
Mhm.
Oh. Of nightmares. Of actual
And
nightmares.
you all haven't died?
I've almost died several times, and so has
Me
Ymir.
too.
Why?
Mhm.
Why do you get to live?
It loves to target me. I don't know. It loves to target me though.
By sheer luck.
Luck of the draw. Amen. It just kind of cheers a drink towards
You
Ymir.
see him, like, grinding his
Just-
teeth in his chair. Like, he looks a little upset.
I'm sorry about whoever you might have lost to that.
Doesn't matter now. We got one of them, so. Might be him.
What do you plan on doing with it?
Not me. Well, kind of me. It was my idea, but Merlin here had come up with the idea for the beacon to attract it and also the chain to trap him. So I just needed the funds. I finally found enough of it, got a crew together, and this is the only kingdom that had the audacity to even try. The province wouldn't have even tried. They just would have, I don't know, set it on fire or some shit.
Well, you made history.
I came up here a couple of times each cycle to try and talk with Merlin to figure it out, but he wouldn't give me the time of day until I had the cash to back it. So I spent a lot of time doing odd jobs, going up to the north. Stayed around here for a while, actually. I didn't know you guys were here. Well, you. Looks like Father Cruz. Usually not up here in the winter.
No. I don't like the cold.
Well, you're usually in Solaria.
I had other plans this year, but
Yeah, like what?
well, was the princess thing that was public, right?
Well, there was an announcement about the princess's whole ordeal to the nations, so that's known. I don't. Your involvement, unsure.
Well, you did say it. No, it was said.
Yeah, it
something
was
about
said.
The Runiseers.
Oh, the
Yeah, the
Runiseers.
Runiseers delivered the
Yeah.
princess.
Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't think he knows you're the Runiseers. That's probably all.
I guess Cruz will just say, well, we got the princess home.
Oh, I get it. Right. Runiseers. That makes sense.
That's us.
Yeah, it is. Y'all have some pretty big notoriety right now.
Really?
Yeah. A couple of
Do
factions.
they give us nicknames?
No.
Darn.
A couple of factions went to go and identify some of the people you, and he kind of looks around. They said one of y'all was part of Volcom, which I was also part of. So.
Oh,
You guys have so much in common. You guys could be best friends, right, God?
They could be twins.
Liam just blinks.
And this guy was friends with Mimosa, and these two don't like, and it just like points directly at Karn, and Mimosa and him do not get along,
Me
and
Mimosa
she then
were
points at Liam,
friends.
and then now you're still, all right, sure, you're not fooling me. But anyway, you're telling me that they were best friends, and then these two can't even get along. What is happening? Where am I?
It's
Well, also
wonderful.
still considers you his friend.
We're in Wonderland.
We are in Wonderland. Velu, let's have a
Greatest thing.
drink. Let's
You
have
know
a drink,
what?
Velu.
Cheers to that.
Cheers,
Such a
baby.
downer.
Yeah, he's just sitting there, like looking at all of you, and he's like, "Well, I'm glad he found some unique friends, I guess."
You guess. All right.
All right now.
Okay to be
All
jealous, Liam.
It's not jealousy. You all just have a
I'll
different
have you
path.
know, I'm very funny and very friendly. And so's Ymir. And so's Velu.
Surprised you guys aren't part
Sometimes.
of Epsilon or something.
So funny.
Oh, come on, really? Man, so cliche.
What's cliche? I don't know. No. Mm-mm.
All right. He like kind of like looks around and like he finally gets like a glass of water and drinks it, and like settles in a bit more, and he explains a little bit of what he's gone through to Father Cruz and allows you guys all to listen basically in that like conversation because you're there. He explains to you a little bit more, Father Cruz, since Solaria and everything had happened over in Dryport where his family was. He took up some jobs. He was basically an orphan for many years. He had never been taken in by any parents. He insisted on traveling north to Arlucio and the Kingdom of Rose first because he didn't trust in anything Oracle was doing because they never helped with the whole like death of his parents thing, even though they're technically a partnered faction. He went to Halavar seeking religion, but turned away. And basically, he's just a freelance mercenary at this point, but his strict goal has always been to find out how to stop the hunt in the Narander, and he's been saving up until this moment. And he basically just tells that story to you.
Oops.
Are you gonna finish that?
What you did today was very bold and amazing. I'm glad you're alive, but you could have died out there.
Well, they did
A lot
die
of people
out
have
there.
died during the hunt.
A lot of people
And one
did.
of those people could have been you.
Thought I would, honestly. There were some moments that were close, but I tried to be safe, I guess. I don't know. When you try to make a change in things, it doesn't necessarily mean that everybody's going to live. It's easier just to not have anybody else involved, but I couldn't do it alone, and I didn't have the charisma to bring anybody with me.
Wait.
I just don't want you to be one of the people that die.
He shrugs his shoulders. I'm here now, and hopefully with all this plans that Merlin has on this creature, we can find out more information about why it's happening and what it is. There's already been speculation that it's just a different type of lichen, but we can't confirm it unless we investigate one. Typically with monsters, you can kill them and investigate them and learn about their origins. But these ones, they're like elusive, and whenever they do die, no one knows where they go. Or if they die, even. They have to die, right? He kind of like looks confused.
I mean, by the natural order of things, technically, yeah.
He shakes his head. Doesn't matter. We got one. Now we can figure out its origin. So, maybe he kind of looks at Father Cruz and the rest of you. That might help with whatever's going on with Mimosa. I still don't believe this shit what you guys are telling me. Like it's... What? he smiles in like a weird, like crazy idea. It's like, if that's even a possibility that someone can just harness that and use it to their advantage, then why would he even take that?
He didn't. It's a curse.
He didn't ask for that.
He just shakes his head.
He very much hates it. Like,
Oh,
constantly.
despises it.
Well, then he's not
The
whatever
thing
those
that-
creatures are out there, then.
He's
Okay.
not.
I don't know what those things are compared to him. What he has must be different.
Well,
Oh.
you become a monster, whether you like it or not.
But what happens?
And what happens when it comes out?
He like thinks about it for a second. What's different about him?
Hmm.
We're gonna cut to a
He
scene
doesn't-
where you guys are sitting there for the last time. We're gonna end session after that. Mimosa,
Up, dog.
hey buddy. All right. Here's the move, Mimosa. Need you to make another history check for me.
Okay. 15. Haha.
Surely that's enough. It is.
Can you use it? This is
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It is. You're fine. You can only use inspirations if you feel like it. It doesn't mean you have to use it. Mimosa, the note that you made for yourself for your friends' names, you hold on to that tight and grip. You still walk around the horizon of whatever this world may be. You've gotten the sense now that this is Fae, and magic and fairy in nature. Your eyes grow tired as you start to try to remember certain things. Glacia. It was Glacia.
Mimosa's writing that down.
You write it down. And as you like try to remember things in your mind, you hear, "Don't you think it's strange? These
What?
lifeless creatures that turn into the night. Why you get to know everything and be part of it."
What's those creatures have to do with me?
You kind of hear the voice in your head once again, like scratching at you. It's annoying, irritating. If only it was so simple, Mimosa. If only your father didn't protect you all those years, maybe we'd be closer. Then you wouldn't have a say in the matter.
I don't want to be anywhere close to you.
Your mother did. Don't you want what your mother wants?
I think my mom was confused. I think he used her, tricked her.
I think you're desperate, just like her. And you'll come to me when you need me. They always do.
I'm never going to need you for anything.
Oh, child, you have yet to learn that you have little say in the matter. You are my pet, forever.
Also, just shake his head. He'll just keep writing down names he remembers, things about them.
The only one you remember is Glacier right now. Then you start to think about your friend that you just met, Liam.
Writing that down.
But what was his last name?
Freeze for a second.
Oh, come on, it's on the tip of your tongue.
Shut up.
You'll be mine soon enough.
I think you're wrong.
How do you think these
too hopeful.
creatures become dark? How do you think they stay in their little lucid forms?
Are you creating them?
You just like pause of a whimper, a screech of some kind in your mind. For one to become a true monster, one must forget itself.
I'm not going to forget.
And that's where we're going to end the session.
He's just
Lame.
cutting off some random guy's arms. It's like, yeah, my name is Joe. I have a wife.
a little lore drop of Mimosa. The creatures escape to the Grimwild, potentially lose their minds.
Help! Help me!
I have predicted it. Call me the prophet.
Yo, fire fire history sesh. Fire war death scene. Fire PTSD. WPTSD that was just put onto Idris. I love that for her.
Idris just
I love that.
loves to be there.
It's really nice
Dude.
it's really nice of you to like show the
It's
person
really-
that you tried to save at the end there.
It's really nice that you brought back the person that she was desperately trying to save, and make him wave his arm around, and then his buddy's like, "Bring him back in!" And Idris is just like, "Oh God, I know
Yes,
he's
don't
dead.
write
I
Peak.
know he's
Peak writes
dead."
itself. Okay.
Peak writes me. I write Peak. Peak writes me.
Just
you
because
know?
you create opportunities for emotional connection doesn't mean I don't want to break them.
Just because, like, I want, like, she reaches out to hold his hand because she's scared, and he's like, "It's okay, like, I'm here, we're gonna get through this together." And then they start getting through it together, and then it's like, "Oh God, we have to run," and it's getting hairy, and they're like, "Okay, run, and he's like trying to leg behind him. It's just like, "No, I got it, here," and boom, levitate, we're going, and then
Just too late. Sometimes it's not something you necessarily can control.
he had advantage too. That was the worst part.
He did.
Double sixes.
That just wasn't meant to be for him.
Dude. Die, bro.
All right. Well, if that's all, then hope you all have a good rest of your day. I know that Nim talked about potentially doing a one shot tonight, so hopefully, if that still is the case or not, then y'all have fun. So,
Oh,
yeah. With that, I'm ending the stream. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, stream.
Bye.